Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to this session. I'm Rotarian Yogeshwar Vashisht. No, I'm a proud Rotarian Yogeshwar Vashisht, and I see a very healthy attendance of about 56 people, and I had about 170 registrations. I don't know where they came from because in our club we are about you know uh, 80, 90 odd people, and Nasir, he was kind enough to send the invites to others. And I first of all would like to thank my club for giving me this opportunity. This is, guys, all those who are not part of the Rotary. यदि आपने रोटरी ज्वाइन नहीं किया तो आपने जिंदगी में कुछ भी नहीं किया. The best opportunity to grow lies in Rotary. So that is my personal experience, and the first thing I'm sharing is a link to my club's Facebook page, and just go through it. And this club does some wonderful things. And see, this is one of the latest picture. That is Nasir here, the boss, the president, the first lady Shiv Priya here, Tripatiji, the generous donor, and a lot of my friends are here. So, guys, many of you I'm seeing here. So, all those who are part of my club, guys, can you say yes? So, I know how many of my club members are here. Just say yes if you are from my club. Oh, I have Shweta, I have Upendra, I have Praveen, I have a lot of other people here. Great, fantastic, guys. So thank you very much for giving. And I would like to start by thanking Nasir for giving me this opportunity of talking about the stock market. And stock market is a very very interesting subject. But I believe stock market is not a game of the body. It is not even a game of skill. It is a game of mind. When it comes to human relationships, मुझे कल किसी ने पूछा, सर कहाँ देखना चाहिए. मैं कहा, अगर तुमको देखना है तो मुझे मेरे शरीर में मत देखना, मुझे मेरे मन में भी मत देखना, मुझे मेरे दिल में आके देखना, क्योंकि वही मैं आपको ठीक से दिखाऊंगा. When it comes to stock market, guys, the only place you will make money is inside yourself. So in Pathfinders, we always start with a meditation. So I have a recorded meditation here. Let's start with that. And then we will, in the meantime, other people are also joining. I already have about 64 people, expecting about 100 people to join. So let's start with the meditation. And in the meantime, others will be here. So please get ready. Please get ready for the meditation. Wherever you are, sit straight. सीधे बैठिएगा. I'll keep the session as a mix of Hindi and English. So sit straight, spine straight, close your eyes, and now just follow the instructions. Please sit straight wherever you are. जहाँ भी हैं आप सीधे बैठ जाइए. Spine सीधी चाहिए. Eyes closed. आंखें बंद कर लीजिए. Keep your eyes closed and take the awareness on your breath is your connection to your subconscious mind. Take the awareness on your, watch your breath going in and coming out. If a thought comes, just become aware of it and focus back on the. Keep your eyes closed. Do not open your eyes till I request you to close. Now, on my count of 6, you will breathe in. And again, on my count of 6, you will breathe out. 6 in and 6 out. And after that, just follow the instructions. We will be starting now. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. Keep your eyes closed and visualize yourself in front of a sea. You are on a seashore. It is evening time and the sunset is happening. आप समुद्र के किनारे लहरें समुद्र की बह रही हैं, सुंदर शाम है और सनसेट हो रहा है. Remove your shoes, chappals, whatever you are wearing, and barefoot start walking towards the seashore. Your feet are touching the seawater. Feel the water on your feet. अपने पैरों में वाटर को महसूस कीजिए और अंदर चलते जाइए. Now you are ankle deep in water. अब आप घुटनों तक यहाँ पे खड़े हो गए. Stand here now and continue to watch the sunset. As you are watching the sunset, you see that from the sky, a beautiful white bird is coming towards you. आप जैसे सनसेट को देख रहे हैं, आप देखते हैं कि आकाश में से बहुत सुंदर व्हाइट बर्ड आपके पास आ रहे हैं. और the white bird is in front of you and speaking the following words. I'm very happy to you. I've come here to grant you your wish. मैं तुमसे बहुत खुश हूँ. मैं यहाँ तुम्हारी एक विश पूरी करने आया. Now ask the bird one wish of your choice. Any wish. अभी आप बर्ड से एक विश कोई मांग लीजिए, कोई भी विश, और आपकी वो विश इस साल में पूरी. ये इस बर्ड का आपसे वादा है. Ask the bird. The bird has granted you your wish. बर्ड ने आपकी विश आपकी ग्रांट करी. Now the bird is flying away. Don't worry, came back. The sunset has happened and you are now part of a beautiful evening. You are part of a beautiful evening. You feel very happy, very peaceful, and very relaxed. Take the awareness back on your breath. Watch your breath coming in and going out. I'm giving you affirmations for this new year, which will take you in the journey of love and happy relationships. I am surrounded by love and everything is one. My heart is always open and I radiate love. All my relationships are long lasting and loving. I see everything with loving eyes and I love everything I see. I deserve love and I get it in abundance. Everywhere I go, I find love and life is joyful. I am surrounded by love every day of my life. I love myself, and because of that, everyone loves me. I attract love in everything I do. I freely express the love I feel to those I love and will return my gratitude. I am blessed with a beautiful family. I get the help I need when I need it from various sources. My support system is strong and loving. I cherish my friendships. My friends empower me. I'm available for my friends and family. My relationships are loving. I always stay in contact with my friends. I am a compassionate, forgiving friend. I am the friend I would want for myself. I am dependable. I am positive and loyal. I am generous with time, patience, and love to my family. I am the family member I want to be. I communicate well with my family. My family cooperates with each other. We are a well balanced family. My family is healthy and vibrant. I'm a source of love and inspiration for my family. I encourage my family to achieve their dreams. I radiate love and happiness to my family. Be with your health. The white bird has granted your wish. On my count of 10, you will slowly open your eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please open your eyes slowly. How are you feeling now, guys, after the meditation? I'm starting now with the session. Manish is feeling fresh. देखिए यहाँ मैं आप लोग मुझे दिख नहीं रहे हो और मैं कंप्यूटर से बातें कर रहा हूँ, तो आपके जो भी इधर सामने लेफ्ट में कमेंट आएंगे उससे मैं बिल्कुल मोटिवेट रहने वाला हूँ। 3 घंटे का सेशन है और ये 3 घंटे के सेशन के लिए एक छोटी सी डील है मेरी, छोटी सी डील है। आई एम वेरी मोटिवेटेड विद दिस। आई एम वेरी मोटिवेटेड विद दिस। दिस मोटिवेट्स एवरी मॉर्निंग। These women rickshaw drivers are supported by Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate. We are very proud of it. और ये सेशन की आज की कॉस्ट है 59 रुपीज। तो when the session is finished, बीच में कभी भी मैं आपसे 59 रुपीज मांगूंगा। 59 रुपीज मैं अपने साथ में लगाऊंगा and that money will go in the support of these women rickshaw drivers for this। और उसके बदले में रोज सुबह पूरे 1 महीने तक 8:30 बजे से 9 बजे तक आप मेरे स्टॉक मार्केट सेशंस ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं ट्रेड ऑफ द डे लेसन। आर यू ओके विद द डील गाइस? 59 रुपीज लगेगा इस सेशन का 3 घंटे का, जो इन बहादुर लेडीज को जाएगा। आई टेल यू हाउ टू पे फॉर इट, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। दिस इज लेट्स टेक अ जिंदगी कमिटमेंट से शुरू होती है, जिंदगी कमिटमेंट से शुरू होती है। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट गाइस। Thank you very much for coming, full house today. And stock market is a topic that is very, very interesting. So a lot of people, they ask me, sir, what stocks do you have into your portfolio? So let me first start by showing all the stocks that I have in my portfolio. Be ready with your pen and paper. Be ready with your pen and paper. मैं अपना पूरा portfolio आपके सामने खोल रहा हूँ. Can everybody see all the stocks I have in my portfolio? Everybody? Very, very clear? दिख रहे हैं मेरे सब stocks portfolio में? How many stocks do I have in the portfolio? I have 0 stocks in my portfolio. And now, when did I sell them? I sold them. Let's go to this Facebook page. This is my Facebook page, guys. A friend slot was finished years ago because they give maximum 5,000 friends list. But you can follow me here. So this is my younger one, Siddhant. He studies in Purdue University, USA, doing his double major in data science and computer science. Okay. I love mouses. I name them. ये बंटी है, आप इसको सुन लीजिएगा. That's Siddhant. That's Vedant, which is with his new motorcycle. Now here, I did come here for this one. What I wanted to show you was something else. And let's go here. And that's where I want to start. This is Siddhant in front of the New York Stock Exchange about 15 days ago. And see, this is the one. This is my post on 6th of October to my investors club. I have a club. Good morning. As you know, I have booked full profit in my stocks and mutual fund and also stopped SIP for this month. Then on 21st October, please do not be in a hurry to buy stocks for your portfolio. Let some correction happen in the next 2 months. And in the last 2 months, guys, is the market going up or is the market going down? Market ऊपर जा रही है या market नीचे जा रही है? Market is going down. And that's when we booked everything. And this, what I want to tell you in this 3 hours, the way this session will go, I'll have a straight session till 6:30 now. 6:30, I'll have a 10-minute of a break. Then 6:40 we'll start again, and we will have a session till 8 o'clock. The aim is to give you the basics of the stock market and also to talk about the 9 dimensions of the stock market and how you can either take it as a career or you can take it as a second source of income, whatever you want. What attracted me to the stock market was I wanted a lot of time with my family and myself, and this is the only profession which does it. मैं अपने घर के बाहर भी नहीं जाता. ये घर पे ही है मेरा ट्रेडिंग रूम. इधर ही, the distance between my bedroom and my office is very small. And this is what is the best thing you earn from the stock market? Time for yourself. Keep that in mind, please. So now, going back here on this, yeah, that's where you are seeing me. This is how the front looks. And this is the back of the trading room that I have. But I'll come to my introduction later. Let's straight away jump on the topic. Now, how many of you have heard the name Warren Buffett? What I've seen is there's a lot of mystery that is created around stock market by the so-called experts. They behave as if they know everything and everybody else is dumb, which is not the case. How many of you are graduates or postgraduate? Please write the word G if you are a graduate. Please write the word P if you are a postgraduate or higher. बहुत सारे G हैं, बहुत सारे P हैं. And please write a N if you are neither a graduate nor a postgraduate. तो मैं आपको सामने ये लाइव सेशन चल रहा है. Let's see. Now, I'm very honored that there's so many G's, P, G's, P, G's, P, G, 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 and I have 80 people. I have no idea where they came from, but I'm utterly grateful that you came, guys. Thank you very much. So, you're all graduates and postgraduates. The reason you are not successful in the stock market is because of your condition. I'll give you my story. I'm a IITian. I've done my M-Tech from IIT Roorkee in 1989. I'm from this movie Uri that you have seen. I was the chief geologist of the Uri hydropower project from 1991 to 1996. Then I went to Sri Lanka working on the Kukleganga hydropower project. Then I was in Sweden for a few years on the hydropower projects. And then my last assignment was the Yunkan hydropower project in Peru, South America. So when I was growing up, I'm from Dehradun, very nice place in Uttaranchal, Uttarakhand. And my father is a scientist. This organic fuel that you see into the planes, he was part of the team that invented it in 1970s. And when I was in class 11, he asked me only two questions. Do you want to become a doctor or an engineer? I still remember my answer. I said, I don't want to become a doctor, Papa. He said, decided, you will become a engineer. How many of you have been made an engineer like this? कितने लोग ऐसे engineer बन गए? Because you're very clearly told either become a doctor or an engineer, and you end up becoming a engineer. How many engineers in this class, guys? Say yes if you are an engineer. That's a lot of engineers here. That's okay. Now, so fine. I started studying for my engineering. I got selected in IIT Roorkee. Proud moment for the family. When I was going to my hostel, and this is important. When I was going to my hostel, my father he said, "Son, you're going to a very prestigious institute, and please stay away from bad habits like smoking, drinking, drugs, stock markets." Same line. So I asked him, I said, "Papa, ये stock market क्या होता है?" बोला कोई गैम्बलिंग होती है, मेरे कई दोस्तों ने पैसा खोया है, you stay away from it. So at a tender age of 17, it was drilled down in my head. The stock market is risky, stock market is gambling. Good people don't go there. Until the age of 38, I knew nothing about the stock market. My journey of stock market accidentally started at the age of. So how many of you were told, guys? कितने लोगों को you were told that stock market is gambling, stay away from it. Your family still doesn't support you. Your wife thinks that you are throwing your money into a dustbin. And of course, the fact is, if you don't have the required skill, the only thing guaranteed in the stock market is a lot of loss. See, that's a lot of you, correct? So, what I have seen over a period of many years that I have been a trader, I was a part-time trader from 1990 or almost 1999, 2000 to almost 2006. 2006 to 2010, I was a full-time trader. So that's how I've done. That's my M-Tech degree. This is also my introduction, guys. I've not given an introduction in my club so far. So Nasir, please consider this as my introduction. So I've done my M-Tech from IIT Roorkee. तब वो IIT नहीं होता था, वो University of Roorkee होता था. We fought tooth and nail not to become an IIT. We always thought IIT was inferior to us. But अभी हम IIT. So then I was part of this company called Skanska for almost 12 years. This is a Swedish multinational. These twin towers, after they were demolished in that bomb, this was the company that built it. Our Pune Express, Mumbai Pune Express, was built by Skanska. Uri hydropower project was built by Skanska. The Delhi Metro has been built by Skanska, and I was mostly associated with their out of India projects, and they're still one of the biggest construction companies in the. So I was with them, and I accidentally came across stock market when I was working on the Kukleganga hydropower project in Sri Lanka, which is about 80 kilometers from Colombo. And we had this company party, and a lot of people, mostly Swedes. So I met a gentleman called Jeffrey. We were gelling, and he said, "What do you do, Yogeshwar?" I said, "I'm a chief geotechnical engineer for this Kukleganga hydropower project." And I said, "What do you do, Jeffrey?" He said, "I'm a stock market trader." I didn't say anything. I kept quiet. We became very good friends. After a month, Jeffrey said to me, he said, "Yaar, Yogi, We talk a lot about your profession, but somehow when it comes to my profession, you just take the topic somewhere else. What is the issue? I said, no, nothing is okay. Your friends can do anything. They are friends. So what do you mean by that? I said, well, if you insist, you're a gambler, right? No, I'm not a gambler. I'm a stock market trader. And I said, well, uh, is that a profession? And he said, you know nothing about it? I said, no. Who told you? It's my dad. He said, why don't you do one thing? I'm trading crude oil. And why don't you come and watch me trade crude oil and take a leave because you will be with me for at least about 5, 6 hours. I'm talking of the year 2001, 2002. I took a leave, went there. At that time, I remember my salary was about 4 lakh rupees a month, US dollar tax free. I'm a rock mechanics specialist. We are paid very well. So, and I went there, and there was this Jeffrey with sitting in his shorts, having his, bottle of beer near him, and he started trading. I understood nothing. You know, he traded more. I understood nothing again. But within 6 hours, the guy has made about 8 lakh rupees. 8 lakh rupees in front of me. मेरी आंखें फटी की फटी रह गई. Oh, like this. I said, is this money real, Jeffrey? He said, this is the only real money, honey. But remember, out of 100 people, only 10 people can make this money, and those 90 people are the one who will give that. And that happens to everywhere in the world. That's how the world operates. The top things in the world are only for the 10%. The remaining 90% will give it to others. When you do a job for a company, you get a salary of, let's say, 2 lakh rupees a month. How much does the company earn? Crores. So we are in four quadrants. There's a book by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. After reading that book, within 1 year, I left my job. I read that book. I believe in applications. If something attracts you, something is worth doing, go and do it. Like this woman rickshaw drivers, Nasir was, the instrument for me. He introduced me, and I said, this is a cause worth working for it. Well, I'm officially announcing it, Nasir. I've already collected 5.5 lakh rupees for them, which I'll be donating to our club. And I have a mechanism in place that I will discuss. So, जो भी आपको लगता है जिंदगी में अच्छा है, तभी करो, तभी करो. So I started working on. I became fascinated. Jeffrey became my first mentor. He started teaching me, coaching me, but it was not very structured. When he went back to Sweden, he said, Yogeshwar, whenever you find time, learn from Pristine Academy of USA. They are the best. And as destiny will have it, I was posted in Peru, South America, on the Yungan hydropower project. Here I enrolled for a course of Pristine Academy. At that time, I paid 3 lakh rupees, 2003. And that is where my life changed forever. They're still there. Spend about 3 to 4 years practicing it, learning it on the level of a skill. Till the time something is not on the level of the skill, it is useless. What is skill? Skill is transfer of knowledge from conscious mind to subconscious mind with practice, and 21 into 21 into 21, about 10,000. Anything that you do for 10,000 repetitions, you master it. So, this book called 10,000 Hours that you can go through. So, within 4 years, I was making about 10% a month on my capital, and I started with a capital of about 25 lakh. Today, I am full-time professional trader, and I trade on a capital of about 10 crore rupees. I don't handle anybody's money, no software to sell. I just trade my own money and coach people who want to become serious traders and investors. 10 crore rupees is my personal capital, and 5 to 10% a month you can easily earn if you are a good options trader. I'm an options trader. Now, this money the portfolio that I sold, in the month of October, what did I do with this money? I bought a wonderful piece of real estate. I stay here in Royce Building, Roda's Enclave, and now on the 30th floor for 6 crores, I bought one more house just below Mr. Rajan Bichare. Money is a great enabler. Remember, पैसा होना बहुत जरूरी है, सिर्फ अपने लिए नहीं, दूसरों. You will be able to help others, motivate others, and change things only when you have money with you. So पैसा कमाना बहुत जरूरी है, and stock market is a wonderful medium. You should be ready to take it on the level of a skill. The way you have worked hard to become a doctor or an engineer or whatever you are doing, you need to work double hard. But then you will live life on your own terms. Focus, and this is what gives. And that's what I did to me. Came back, became a full time trader, and this 2008 stock market crash, that was my year of big profits. I made about a crore that year. And I knew this is a dream profession. Then I was part of this international group of traders from 2010 to 2012. And this was a wonderful experience for me. I started working on a coaching model of my own because trading, sitting in front of the computers was very boring because after a certain level, money is no more very motivating. And this was my first batch of 35 students, Satkar Hotel, Thane. After that, more than 125 batches like this passed out. Then it started happening in other cities. And 2015, we went totally online because everybody couldn't come to Mumbai. Now, 5,500 students are getting trained under me. I run a lifetime of a training and coaching, but you know, only people with a very strict interview can be a part of it. So that's me, guys. And let's go and find out why did I sell my portfolio. How many of you have heard the name Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett का नाम किसने सुना है? Say yes if you have heard the name Warren Buffett. सबने सुना? Now I'll ask you another question. Who is Howard Buffett and what does he do? Who is Howard Buffett and what does he do? This is the important question. Warren Buffett सबने बताया. Who is Howard Buffett and what does he do? This is Howard Buffett is the son of Warren Buffett. He has nothing to do with stock market. When he was in 20s, his father gave him a few $1 billion, million, $1 billion, and said, "You do what you think is best for you." And he works in the field of agriculture because in future he believes food would be a resource to work on, and he could live life on his terms because his father enabled him to do so. And this is a responsibility we all have, that we become enablers for others, and that's why I love Rotary. You know, so now let's go to why. Now, what we will learn now in the next 20 minutes is we will try to remove the mystery out of कब market ऊपर जाता है, कब market नीचे जाता है. Because all those so-called people on TV, they make it a rocket science, as if they are the only one intelligent around और हम सब तो गधे हैं. So let's go to the Warren Buffett indicator. Simplified. This is the Warren Buffett indicator. I will share the links with you guys. This session is being recorded. So a recording of this session will be sent to all of you immediately after the session is finished, and you're free to forward it to as many people as you want, provided they pay 59 rupees. वो 59 rupees के बारे में नहीं बोलिएगा. So this is the Warren Buffett indicator. Now, what is a Warren Buffett indicator? Warren Buffett indicator is a ratio between the market capitalization, of the stock market of a country and the GDP of a country. Now, let's first understand this basic word called market capital. Is it okay, guys, if it goes a little beyond 8 o'clock? कई बार हो जाता है कि वो पढ़ाते पढ़ाते वो थोड़ा ज्यादा चला जाता है. So we go here and let's understand a term called market capitalization. Let's say I have TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. It says TCS has a market cap of 14,25,000 crores. What does it mean? The current price of TCS, which is 3,854, if I multiplied it by the total number of shares that are available, आलोक एंड अल्पा, यस यस यस, आप तो मुझे आलोक पिटाई करने वाला है अक्षर मेरी हो, मेरी खैर नहीं है अभी जब मैं आऊंगा, नाम ही गलत दे डाला। अल्पा प्लीज एक्सक्यूज मी, मैंने आलोक को अनिल बोल डाला, पता नहीं क्या हुआ। ठीक है, सो हियर इफ यू गो हियर, this market capitalization is what we are looking for here in this one, and there are three classifications that will happen. Let's spend a little time on this. Market capitalization. As per market capitalization, market cap, stocks are classified in three categories. The stocks are classified in three categories. First is large cap stocks. Most people know only these stocks. Large, your Tatas and your Batas. Large cap stock is greater than 20,000 crores market capitalization. And the second category is mid cap stocks. Mid cap stocks. Mid cap stocks are from 5,000 crores, 5,000 to 20,000 crore market capitalization. Then third is small cap stocks, which are 100 crores to 5,000 crores market capitalization, where most people lose their money, are called micro caps. So-called operator stocks. These are called micro cap stocks. Micro cap stocks, which are less than 100 crores. Now, this one, large cap stocks are about 500. I'm giving you approximate figure. It's about 500 in numbers. Mid cap stocks are roughly about 2,500. The small cap stocks are roughly about 5,000, and rest are micro caps. So when you combine all these together, it is called the market capitalization of the particular stock market. Now here, if we go back to this indicator, it says the Warren Buffett indicator and is significantly overvalued. Now, what is the value currently is 105 of this one. And the average value, now the best thing is, even for a common person like me and you, it is easy to know what is the fair valuation of this particular Warren Buffett indicator. For India, it is about 75. Whenever the Warren Buffett indicator is at 75, you are in a balanced market. It is neither expensive nor cheap. So market can be classified in three categories. Stock market, any chart, they can be classified in three categories. The first category is overvalued. The second category is balanced. And third category is undervalued. So overvalued, balanced, and undervalued are the three categories that we see here on this. Now, if you are a trader, an investor, you have to know what kind of a market you are into, because most people can buy stocks, they can never sell them. Most people are married to their stocks. उनके स्टॉक से शादी हो चुकी होती है, कुछ भी हो जाए वो अपने बेच नहीं पाते. How many of you fall in a category where you are married to your stocks? मैं कितना भी आपको आज बताऊंगा, मंडे को आप उसको बेच नहीं पाओ. Honestly say, how many of you are married to your stocks? सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ होता है, किसी के पास म्यूचुअल फंड पड़ा होता है, किसी के पास स्टॉक पड़ा होता है। मोस्ट ऑफ नॉट सेलिंग, सी कुछ लोग तो सीधा स्वाद बोलता है मैं नहीं बेचने वाला हूँ, आप कुछ भी बोल दो मुझे सर, आज मैं बेचूंगा नहीं, मैं इन झांसों में आने वाला नहीं, क्योंकि मेरे पास तो रिलायंस है, मेरे पास तो टाटा है, मेरे पास तो बाटा है, यू नो। मैंने अपना पैसा कहाँ बनाया? मैंने अपना पैसा कमाया चमनलाल शेट्टी। सो most of your money will be based on your calculations, not based on the outside factors. So, overvalued, balanced, and undervalued. Let's come here. Now, the current value of the market is 17,812. Let's do some basic mathematics. 75 is the Warren Buffett value when it is balanced. और हमेशा यही रहने वाली है, वो नहीं हिलेगी ऊपर नीचे. For decades it will remain the same. 75 divided by 105 is 0.714. I multiply it by 17,800, where the market is right now. So this is the level of the market where I will start buying again. 12,700 roughly. 12,700. Let's mark those levels. This is a technical chart, guys. This is the last 21 years of a stock market. On the x-axis is the time, y-axis is the price. This is a candlestick chart. There is a line chart. There is a bar chart. There is a candlestick chart, Heinkanashi chart, and this is the regular candlestick charts here. And in this one, I'm marking the level roughly around 12,000. So according to the Warren Buffett indicator, and according to this, the return the market will give next in the coming year would be maybe about 4 to 5. 4 to. So this is the Warren Buffett level, where Warren Buffett will probably buy. I'm not sure he will. Warren Buffett. Now, another very popular, मैं तीन तरीके से हम लोग इसको देखें. Another way you check out whether you are part of a cheap or an expensive market is what is the P ratio, price to equity ratio, what is the P ratio. Now, the golden rule is, and it has stood for decades now, whatever is the GDP growth of a country, the P value should be double of that for the market to be balanced. जितनी भी जीडीपी ग्रोथ हमारी कंट्री की है उसको मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 कर दो, तो वहां पे बैलेंस स्टॉक मार्केट मिलता है. So, what is the current GDP growth of India, guys? Please participate. Is Mr. Alok Modi here? Because he's a big fan of the stock market, I've come to know. Alok, आप हैं क्या? डॉक्टर साहब, Alpa I could see, but Alok का पता नहीं है, right? 8% roughly. Now, let me ask a simple question. You're all graduates and postgraduates. According to you, at what P level of the Nifty of the Indian stock market will you buy? Around 15 to 16, 16? Let's go and check out what is the P of the market. P of Nifty. हम निफ्टी के बारे में भी बात करेंगे आज. बड़ी मुश्किल से मौका मिला है स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में थोड़ी बातें करने का और आपसे 59 रुपीज लेने का. वो 59 रुपीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. हमें 59 रुपीज की वैल्यू नहीं है, पर मैंने एक छोटा सा कमिटमेंट लिया है कि यदि मैं ये 59 रुपीज मैं इकट्ठे करता हूँ. 59 क्यों? क्योंकि यदि हम यहाँ जाते हैं, ये मेरा चैनल है, यहाँ पे 59 रुपीज अगर मैं लेता हूँ तो 9 रुपए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जीएसटी में ले लेगी, 15 रुपया ये यूट्यूब वाला ले लेता है कमीशन में, मुझे 35 रुपया मिलेगा. And if I can create a lakh of people, 1 lakh people paying 59 rupees every month, we can create a charity of, about 35 lakh rupees for these rickshaw drivers. So I have found my cause. मेरा cause मुझे मिल गया. Thanks to Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate, I'm going to work on the rickshaw wallahs and their children of Mumbai and Thane. Them, their children, their education. So that's what I would love to do. And I'm already very excited about it. So when we come here into this arena, this is the NSC. Let's go to NSC site. Please ये जो मैं बताता जा रहा हूँ आप नहीं लिखते जाइएगा, नोट करते जाइए लिंक्स को. बाकी मैं सब आपको दे दूंगा. If you go here on this, and let's check out the latest P value. Let's say from the last October, not October, I'll go from September 2021. Okay, so first to today, P. So see here, 1st September it was 26, 25, and the current value is 24.75. Now, दो चीज और देखते हैं PF Nifty में. Go here on this. Okay. This is a benchmark. हमारे पास benchmark होने जरूरी है. Now, let's check this one out. यहाँ पे देखते हैं और नीचे देखिए. Whenever the P of the market is from 25 to 30, it's very expensive. It is a rare event and a screaming sell. Search for shorting opportunity. 20 to 25, book 80% profit and wait for better entry levels. 15 to 20 is the average. 12 to 15, screaming buy. Below 12, rare event. देखो किसी ने तो पूरा दोहा लिख डाला कबीर का. निफ्टी पी 28 में बाय सब करें, निफ्टी पी लेस देन 20 में करे न कोई. जो निफ्टी पी लेस देन 20 में बाय करे तो दुख काहे को होए. माय गॉड, दैट्स अ गुड वन. व्हाट इज आवर पी हियर नाउ? This is a figure you will give me. If the average P where you should buy is about 15, 1.5, and the current P is 24.75, what is the level of the market which will be a good buying level for us? Let's see who. And 17,800 is the current value of our market. Please give me an answer. चलो देखते हैं कौन सबसे पहले बताता है. तब तक मैं पानी पी लेता हूँ. Yes, guys. Who will tell me? What is the level of the market? What is the possible level of the market according to the P of the market, which has stood the test of time in the last 30 years? Upendra Gupta says around 11,000. Fine. Any other answers? Deepak Gulati, 11,125. Very good. Gopal says 14,500, 10,200. वापस कर देता हूँ. चलो, let's do. Excellent, guys. Thank you for the support. ये यहाँ पे अभी see, what do we do? 15 divided by 24.7 is a multiplier of 0.60 into 17,800. So about 11,000 is the level according to the P. According to the P. When the crash happened of Corona in March 2020, at that time the level of the Warren Buffett indicator was 47. That was an amazing opportunity to buy. I bought it here and we, made a lot of money in our investors club. Stock market में enter होने का कोई महत्व नहीं. Sorry to break your heart. Stock market में enter होने का महत्व है 25 और exit का महत्व है 75%. Entry has got only a 25% weightage. Exit has got a 75% weightage. The one who knows only how to enter the stock market is called Abhimanyu of the stock market. And Abhimanyu, though he is brave, he is always scared. If you want to enter the stock market, you have to become the Arjun of the stock market, who knows how to enter and how to. And if you keep on working on practicing as an Arjun, after your 10,000 hours are finished, it's a very focused, activity. People ask me, so what makes you a successful trader? I said, I always get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I meditate for 1 hour. I never miss it. 1 घंटा सुबह का meditation मैं कभी miss नहीं करता हूँ. That is what makes me a trader. Your mind will make you a trader. Trading is all about the necessary skill and a balanced mind. When you're coming to the stock market, please throw all your degrees in the dustbin. They are of no use. The way when you go to learn swimming, your degrees are of no use. When I came into the stock market, what was the biggest hindrance I had? Psychological barrier was my M-Tech-IIT degree. जब तक मैंने उसको उठा के कचरे के डब्बे में नहीं फेंका mentally, till that time I couldn't even start my journey in the stock market. So the more bigger is your post, the more higher is your salary, the bigger is your ego, and less are the chances that you will succeed here. A trader can only succeed if he accepts the market. That's why patience is a very key quality when you want to become a part-time or a full-time trader. How many of you are married people, guys? Say yes if you are married. Just please say if you are married. That's a lot of you. But by the way, being married or not married has nothing to do with success in stock market. I was just curious. मैं जानना चाहता था किसकी शादी हुई है किसकी नहीं हुई. But your success in the stock market has nothing to do with your marital status. But husband wife make great teams. That's one thing I know. Okay, so this is the second method we went for. Now let's go to a third confirmation. In 2 hours, 3 hours, I cannot teach you stock market, but I can at least generate your interest into it. That is what the aim is. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Session पसंद आ रहा है? Pace ठीक लग रहा है? Nice. So I'm almost hitting a century now in the number of people who are attending, so that's good. Now let's go to another method. Very simple, basic geometry. So according to the P, the level is about 11,000. So this is the level here. According to the P ratio, this is the Warren Buffett level. This is the PE ratio. This is the P ratio level. और इसको थोड़ा और क्लैरिफाई कर देता हूँ. ये बहुत बेस है जो आना ही चाहिए हमको, because what stock to buy, what stock to sell, वो बहुत देर में आता है. Let's first focus here. Now, if I'm going here in this, just a minute, I'll show you a site. I'll share it also with you. See here, this is a very interesting one. Let's share it with you. I'll be sending a recording of this session to all of you. You can freely forward it to anybody, provided they pay 59 rupees for those women rickshaw drivers. And the philosophy of my life, as I have seen, is that we are, spiritual beings having a very temporary human experience. In fact, the philosophy of my life, if I can look at, can be summed up here in this. That's amazing. You can listen to Farid, I think Nasir always already listens to him. But if you have not listened to Farid, he's from Pakistan. This is an amazing guy to listen to. पीर को इतना अच्छा किसी ने नहीं समझाया जितना ये समझाते हैं. Anyway, coming back here, let's go here in this chart and look at this chart now. ये इंडिया का चार्ट है निफ्टी का. From 1999 onwards, हमको लगता है कि ये मार्केट हमेशा ऊपर जाएगा या हमें नीचे जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं. ये मार्केट साइक्लिक है. This market is cyclic and it will always go by the cycles. वो साइकिल हमेशा रहने वाली है. यहाँ देखिए, this is 1999. P of about 10 went till 28, came back to 10. P of 10 of the market went up to 21, then came down to about 12, went up to 28. Remember, then crash happened of 2007. How many of you remember the crash of 2007? So now here on this one, what was the peak? 10.68. Then it again went up to 25.91. ये 15 पे आया, went to 24, came down to 18, went down to 30. This is here, remember? This was the COVID crash. And after that, it went up till 42. From 42, it has already come down to 24. So now tell me, अगर आप सिर्फ इस चार्ट को देख के स्टॉक्स को खरीदोगे और बेचोगे, will you ever have a loss? will you ever have a loss? Now बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जो बोलते हैं सर कुछ ऐसा बता दो कि 10-15% तो साल का मिलता रहे हमको. You want to make 12 to 15% a year? तो वो जर्नी में आपकी अभी खत्म कर दो. How many of you are interested? बोले कोई म्यूचुअल फंड नहीं खरीदना है, कोई स्टॉक लेना है, कोई एक ऐसी चीज बता दो कि हमको 12 से 15% पर ईयर मिलता रहे सर. पर हमारी 15 साल की होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी, हम 15 साल तक होल्ड कर सकते हैं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वुड लाइक दैट वन नेम? कितने लोग इसको ऐसा एक नाम चाहिए? टेंशन नहीं चाहिए, सीखना विकना नहीं, एक नाम बता दो. एनीबॉडी? नहीं नहीं, पूछ लो, बता दूंगा मैं इन द सेशन. मैं फिर भी बता देता हूँ. यहाँ पे ये आपका ब्रोकर, आपका म्यूचुअल फंड वाला कभी आपको बताएगा ही नहीं, क्योंकि उसको इसमें कमाई नहीं है. इट इज कॉल्ड अ ETF of Nifty called Exchange Traded Fund. That's good. You can go here, just write these. Those who don't want to learn, like uh, there are my Muslim friends who says नहीं हमको वो वाली कंपनी चाहिए जो compatible है. You can just buy Sharia bees, just bank bees, gold bees, infra bees, Nifty bees, Sharia bees. So that's all we are looking at. Let me give you two names here. That's good. One, after the break, I will touch on what is a Nifty, what is a bank Nifty. I normally target about 10% a month on my capital. Professional trader, महीने में 10% target करता है, but then he doesn't trade stocks, he trades mostly options. I'm an options trader. I work on option strategies. So here, this is Nifty Bs and other is Sharia Bs. कुछ नहीं चाहिए आपको. When you buy Nifty Bs, they reflect the market. And you don't have to bother about a mutual fund. Most of the mutual funds over a period of time don't even deliver 10 to 12%. And there is no cost here. And it is a ETF. You can just buy Nifty Bs. If you are a Muslim, you have certain religious restrictions there, buy Sharia Bs. Sharia Bs also gives great returns. ये दो, enough. इसमें डालते जाइए, बोल जाइए. But if you want to make 10%, come to stock market में मेहनत करनी है तो कितने पैसे के लिए मेहनत करनी चाहिए? 10% per month के लिए. How many of you would like to earn 10% per month? Say yes. Say yes. 10% महीने का लगता है, इतना तो कम से कम चाहिए. बराबर. पर फिर उसके लिए एक साल मेहनत लगेगी. 1 year you will have to work hard. You're able to do that, then that money is yours. नहीं तो 15% तो स्टॉक मार्केट हंसते हंसते देता है. मैंने अपनी जिंदगी में कभी एफडी खरीदा ही नहीं, कभी कोई बाकी नहीं बोलता, एफडी वालों को बुरा लगता. Here on this, now let's look at a technical method, very simple technical method. ये हमने दो लेवल लगाए थे. अब now this is the market in how many directions does the market move? ये market कितने direction में move करता है guys? 6:30 we will have a 10-minute break. I'll have a cup of tea, then we'll start again. Upendra Gupta, correct answer, 3 directions: up, down and sideways. Up, down and sideways. Nasir, are you there? I don't know if Nasir is there. President साहब है कि नहीं वो तो मैंने check ही नहीं किया. I don't know, I didn't get anything, but I saw him in the morning. In the start he was there. So now, तो नासिर को तो पक्का मैं शरिया बीज के बारे में बताने वाला हूँ. He will invest some money there. 3 directions. अब जो मैं बताने वाला हूँ ना, वो आपका बेटा और बेटी भी कर सकते हैं, छोटे 5-7 साल के. It is not a rocket science. Now, this is a major tool. This is the first bull run that happened. ये पहली bull run है. उसके बाद ये दूसरी bull run है. Roughly here. Right? Then this is the third bull run that happened around this level. Then this is the fourth bull run that happened here. Right? This is the fourth bull run. और ये लेटेस्ट कोविड के बाद की बुल रन है. Let's understand this. Now tell me, does this bull run angle matches with other bull run angles? ये वाले लास्ट वाले बुल रन का एंगल बाकी बुल रन के एंगल से मैच करता है? नो. नाउ अब बेसिक मैथ्स करते हैं, ज्योमेट्री सबने पढ़ी. मैं सबसे वाली जो सबसे स्टीप है उसको पकड़ लेता हूँ. दिस लुक्स टू बी द मोस्ट स्टीप. व्हाट आई डू इज आई ड्रॉ अ लाइन पैरेलल टू दिस. Draw a line parallel to this and draw one more line parallel to this line again. And this line I drag around this level. तो इतना ये जो इतना portion है that you are seeing, that is what the overvaluation of the market is. And what I am doing now is यहां से एक vertical line draw कर देता हूं from there, and this is where it is matching it around this level. And what is this? This is a technical support. Technical support as per the last 21 years of the market angles. So now, three methods are telling me that around 12,000 is a healthy level for this market. Warren Buffett level, P ratio, and the technical support that we draw through this one. Are these three things clear to everybody? हमने तीन तरीके से. आप बताइए, आपको किसी को पूछने की जरूरत है क्या कि मार्केट किधर जाएगा? Do you have to be dependent now? And I'm only talking to you for more than an hour. In an hour, I'm sure all of you at least have understood the very basics, that what is the angle of the market, what is a Warren Buffett indicator, and what is a P ratio, and how we can see whether we are part of a overvalued market, balanced market, or undervalued market. So now let's build the base. When the market is overvalued, will you buy or sell? When the market is overvalued, will you buy or sell? Sell. Very good. What do most of the people do? Over the years, I have developed an indicator of my own. It is called the Doodh wala indicator, the Akhbar wala indicator, and the Chokidar indicator. When my newspaper vendor, when my chowkidar in the lobby, and my car wash wala, when they start suggesting to me stocks, or what a great stock they have bought and it will become double, that is the time I have found it's a great time to get out, sell all your stocks, and shift into options. Hi, Nasir. Nasir is there. नासिर नासिर तुम्हारे लिए मैंने इतना बढ़िया शरिया बीज बताया था अभी तो and it has fantastic returns with hardly zero cost. So is this concept clear to everybody? ये concept आप अपने आप को 10 में से कितने मार्क्स देंगे इस कंसेप्ट पे? खुद को खुद के मार्क्स दीजिए. आपको पूरा समझ में आ गया तो 10 में से 10 दीजिए. थोड़ा ज्यादा समझ में आया तो 8 दीजिए, नहीं तो 5 दीजिए. कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया तो 0 दीजिए. But please give everything. That will that gives me a benchmark कि किसको कितना समझ में आया. So please, tell me आपने खुद को कितने मार्क्स दिए. ये देखिए, मैं आपके सामने साथ में शेयर कर रहा हूँ. This is so Srinivasan gave himself 8 marks, Upendra Gupta 9 marks, Salman 6, Vinay 9, Anil Modi 10. अनिल मोदी, तुमने आज मेरा बहुत गड़बड़ कराया. मेरे दोस्त के साथ में मेरा संबंध खराब कर दिया. प्रवीण सुराना 4, 8, 8, 5, 9, 9. See, that's 67. Sunil Kumar Chaudhary, you gave yourself 67. Okay, so that must be out of 100. This is the very base crux of the market. And now what we will go to is the step 2, next level. Next level is to understand the structure of this market. ये market का structure क्या है? ये market operate कैसे करता है? और इसमें आप और मैं, हमारा क्या रोल है और हम उस रोल को कैसे निभाएंगे? Till the time आपको अपना रोल पता नहीं है, आपको क्या कर रहे हो आपको पता ही नहीं. I have seen enough people when I joined the Rotary. मैं एक दिन बैठा था तो वहां पे खड़ा था उधर. There's a group of people who are talking very, very agitatedly about stocks. So, and they were so excited about it because we all think we are authorities. ये स्टॉक मार्केट में आप मुझे ये बताइए, मंडे मॉर्निंग को मार्केट किधर खुलेगा? डू यू हैव एनी कंट्रोल? यस और नो? आप मुझे बताइए, तब तक मैं ढूंढ लेता हूँ मेरा. वेयर इट विल क्लोज, डू यू हैव एनी कंट्रोल? चलो अभी एक लेवल ऊपर लेके जाते हैं. आपके पास 5 लाख रुपया है. आपने 5 लाख रुपए का एक स्टॉक खरीद लिया. जैसे आपने टीसीएस खरीद. नाउ टीसीएस, आपने 5 लाख, यू आर अ पार्टनर इन दैट. Do you have any control over whether the price of TCS will go up or the price of TCS will go down? बताएं. Do you have any control? Now, when you buy a stock, it can give you profit, it can also give you loss. इन दोनों में से आपका कंट्रोल किस पे है? Do you have a control over profit or do you have a control over loss? What is in your control? Yes, think. You're doing good, guys. बहुत अच्छा. Very responsive crowd. रवि मौर्य, उपेंद्र गुप्ता, प्रवीण सुराना, एक्सलेंट. मनोज हरिसिंगानी. मनोज का तो मैं फैन हूँ. ये मनोज ने मुझे मेरे रोटरी में लाने में मनोज का ही हाथ है. ये मुझे हमेशा रोटरी में वापस ले आते हैं. थैंक यू मनोज. मनोज हरिसिंगानी, एन एक्सलेंट ह्यूमन बीइंग. और इनकी वाइफ क्या केक बनाती है, अमेजिंग. सो no control on profit. Exactly. So when you will come to the stock market, there are only 4 scenarios. There are only 4 scenarios in every trade you will take. Either a small profit or a small loss, big profit or a, you have to ensure you never have a big loss. What is my definition of a big loss? Any loss which is more than 5% of your total capital is classified as a big loss. Now, honestly tell guys here, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, whatever you write here is visible to you only. Nobody else can see it. How many of you have incurred big loss in your trading investing career? I'll not be sharing the names with anybody. Nobody can see what you're writing. Just share it there. If you have ever incurred a big loss. See, the more honest you are, ये market हमारी खुद की honesty पे चलता है. Lot of yeses I'm getting, and thank you very much. This is what is happening. So, out of the roughly 86 people who are attending right now, at this very moment, I have close to 40 names. 40 नाम है मेरे पास. और बहुत सारे ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने लिखा ही नहीं. People ask me, sir, कोई तरीका बताइए जिससे मुझे कभी भी स्टॉक मार्केट में लॉस ना हो. मैं कहता तो बहुत आसान है, आप लिख लो. मैं कहता प्लीज राइट डाउन. द ओनली वे you will not have a loss in the stock market is if you stay away from it. If you stay away from it. When you will come, loss is an integral part of the stock. Loss is an integral part of the stock market. So, before a professional trader plans for a profit, before that he plans for a loss. After the break, that is what I'm going to dig deeper into. Now, who controls this market? This market is controlled by the FIIs and the DIIs. FIIs are foreign institutional investors. DIIs are our own mutual funds and banks and insurance companies. They create the market, they control the market, they move the market. And there's only one way you can find out what are they doing, and that is by knowing the charts, technical charts. You need to be an expert in the technical charts and reading the balance. Like for example, you should reach a level where if I say out of Tata, if I have to buy, Tata Steel or TCS or Reliance, which one will I never look at for buying? Reliance Industries. Altman Z score of 3 is near a very, very bad debt scenario. Even though they look very rich, they have a negative cash flow. 1,08,440 crores. So, and all these terms you are seeing here, you should be an expert in this one. Thank you very much, Meeta Chai ke liye. So nice of you. Thank you very much. Fine, guys. I've got my cup of tea now. तो इस पे हम लोग टच करेंगे. Now 4 minutes, 5 minutes for question answers. Then we will have a 10-minute break. I'll have a cup of tea, and then we will rejoin again, and then we will dig a little deeper. I still have not touched the 9 dimensions of the market. अभी मैं 9 dimensions तक तो आया भी नहीं. अभी तो मैं बहुत बेसिक्स में से गुजर रहा हूँ. Shweta Perase, I lost you. Shweta, no problem. I'll be giving a recording of this session. Shweta has recently joined our club, and she's a very good orator. And as I remember from her introduction, her whole family is a Rotarian. Am I right, Shweta Praraj? I think you are from a lot of Udiya friends. I think that's the surname I see there. स्टॉक मार्केट में एक चीज और याद रखिएगा, आपका स्टॉक आपके सपने में आपको देखना चाहिए. यू आर अ स्टॉक मार्केट ट्रेडर जब आपके सपने में स्टॉक्स दिखने शुरू हो जाए. Okay, I'll take a few questions, then we will take a break, and then we will again go back. And I have no limit on 8 o'clock. If the session goes till 9 o'clock, I'll be very happy to do it. Now, Upendra Gupta has a question. Okay, now here, Akshay Mapath. Akshay is at the bottom of P ratio 10, 15, 19, 17, 25. Akshay, that was a very old concept. Very good question, Akshay Mapatra, And now you see it more on relative terms. Like, example के साथ देखते हैं. Reliance Industry has got a P ratio of 31.8. So that means what is the market expecting from Reliance Industries? A growth of 31.8% per year. Let's keep it very simple. A growth of 31.8% per year. Now I go down and see what is the actual growth that is happening in Reliance in the last 5 years. So I can go to the earnings per share of Reliance. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Last 5 years, Reliance has gone from 43 rupees per share to 82 rupees per share. It has grown 100% in the last 5 years, which means it is growing at about 20% per year. So it is growing at about 20% per year, but the P is 31.8. So if I want to find out a level for Reliance, it is very simple. 20 divided by 31 into the current price of Reliance, which is 2456. So Reliance would be attractive buy at about 1584. So P in itself is useless. P has to be compared with the growth of the company. Like if I look at a stock like, let's say, Escotch. Now this is Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's company. Okay. And in this, if I see there is a P of about 28, if you go down and calculate it, you'll find even at a P of 28, it is cheap. So you see what is the rate of growth of EPS versus the P. If the rate of growth of the company is more than the P, even if the P is 50, the company is cheap. But if the rate of growth of the company is less than the PE, even if the PE is 10, the company is expensive. So I hope I've answered you there, Akshay. Then Upendra has a question. In friend list, why we are not including management commentary, research report? उपेंद्र वो बाद में आएगा, ये तो बड़ा बेसिक सा है. जब आप अंदर सीखने आओगे तो वो सब सीखना पड़ता है. ये तो एबीसीडी वाला सेशन है. ये तो वार्म अप सेशन है. दिस इज अ warm up session. So there is a question: can we consider individual P ratio of stock, or we should always follow the entire NSCP? No, no, no. Entire NSCP is for the overall market direction, but the market is composed of the overall market. Then it is composed of sectors. There are various sectors in the market. If you see here, these are the various sectors of the market: auto, bank, commodities, and all sectors do not behave the same way. They don't behave the same way. For example, if I open the various sectors, see this is auto. Abhi, what we will see is एक interesting चीज करते हैं. I'll open two charts together, one of the market and other of a. Now see here in this one. Now on the left side is our market and the right side is the sector. This is bank. This is Nifty. This is auto. Now look at auto. Auto is very different from our market. Commodities, much, much bigger. Look at commodities. It is the market. Commodities महंगी हो रही हैं तो inflation बढ़ रहा है कि घट रहा है? Nasir says take one from ID, please. Sure, Nasir, I'll take one from ID. My hobbies, guys, I like to meditate a lot. That's one of my hobbies. I read a lot, that you can see on the back side. I always read. I'm always reading. This is one book that I'm reading right now, brilliant. And thank you, Nasir, for putting me into the book club. And I believe what differentiates us from other species is our ability to think. And this is a lovely page number 40 that I shared in the book club. There is a space inside of us, one that no matter how close we get to other people, this space can only be filled by our own laughter and our own sorrow. It is something we cannot depend on other people for. It is something we have to make sense of by ourselves. Great, guys. Thank you very much. Now, answer a very simple question now. I'll again play these videos. Many of you are non-Rotarians, and I became a big fan of Rotary years ago. Now, these are just tell me one thing. आपकी खुद की जिंदगी अभी इनसे ज्यादा आसान है कि डिफिकल्ट है? Are you living a life which is much better than theirs? Yes or no? So they have a right to live the same life. They have a right to live the same life. And that is what we Rotarians strive for in different areas. Please go and visit our page, where, we do a lot of work, and not only Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate, it is Rotary Club is international. It is known for fellowships. It is known for charity. It is known for social work. And that's a lot of amazing things we do. Please go ahead. And what I invite everybody is all of you who are here. You're from, some are from Mumbai, some are from Thane, some are from other cities. So I'll ask my team, how many of you are non-Rotarians, guys? Please write here if you're a non-Rotarian. Say yes if you're a non-Rotarian. You're not yet part of a Rotary yet, any Rotary yet. So I have quite a few non-Rotarians who have joined through references or there. So we have this non-Rotarians, quite a few. So what I would request my team is that they will give you a special invite to be a visitor at one of the club meetings of Rotary Club. And you can experience Rotary in action. It's an amazing place for fellowship. It is an amazing place to understand yourselves better, and it is an amazing place to give selflessly in an organization that makes sure that even 1 rupee there is not wasted. It is put to proper use. What I understood about Rotary so far is in these few words. तेरा काम सिर्फ है बंदगी, ये हवस न रख के सिला मिले, कि ये बंदगी भी फरेब है जहां हसरतों का पता मिले, कि ये लाख सजदे तो क्या अगर रहा दर्द इंसान से बेखबर, ये हसद भरी तेरी नजर तुझे खाक नूरे खुदा मिले. So they deserve a life and a lifestyle same or better than us. And if you want to do that, now is the time to donate. Click on the join button here. I'll just share the link with you. This is the link here. 471. Click on this link. ये लिंक पे अभी जाइए. 5 मिनट हम इसके लिए लेंगे. इन बहादुर ये these are brave ladies. 200 किलोमीटर रोज का रिक्शा चलाती है. हस्बैंड से पिटती हैं. बच्चों का ध्यान रखती है. You know, हम ज्यादातर अपना, अपनी फैमिली का, अपने रिश्तेदारों का और में भी थोड़ा सा अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में ही देख पाते हैं. रोटरी इनसे ऊपर हमको लेके जाता है एंड वो बताता है कि जब तक हम समाज में एक डिफरेंस नहीं बनाएंगे तब तक हमारी लाइफ में डिफरेंस कहां से आएगा. तो आई स्ट्रांगली रिकमेंड एवरीबडी, ईच वन ऑफ यू हु इज नॉट येट अ रोटेरियन, बिकम अ रोटेरियन. रोटरी इज नॉट ओनली अबाउट फेलोशिप. It is about your own personal growth by bringing happiness in somebody else's life. We build toilets. We help to eradicate the whole polio. Tree plantation. In the time of COVID, Rotary was very, very active. And you will get a support system and a group you will never ever get otherwise. I strongly recommend you to join any of the Rotary near you. And of course, if you are near us, the best Rotary is Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate. It is the best. Okay, guys, so time to do your charity now. 59 rupees only. Click on the join button and pay 59 rupees. And I will match it with my own 59 rupees. And it will go, to charity. Will be giving the check to the Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate. Another way, if you do not have a card here on this one, you can do a phone pay, GPay, or the Paytm to me. But in that case, please don't pay. Yeah, here on this 59 rupees on 9967070595. This is my personal number. You will see Yogeshwar Vashish there. GPay, phone pay, or Paytm. Another way where you can donate for a whole year for them is on my website. Here, this one here is there. This is on my website here. And this is, you can pay 708 rupees. What is 708? It is 59 into 12. That is 708 rupees. You can pay directly 708 rupees. I will put my own 708 rupees into that as a matching grant, and the money will be given to Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate. In fact, I'm very happy to say, Nasir, I have already, collected 5,56,000. 5 lakh rupees is my own personal contribution that I'm giving for these rickshaw drivers, and 56,000 we have already raised through various activities that we are. So this is the link if you want to pay directly for a year on this one, or you can do the same 708 rupees by GPay, Paytm. 59 मुझे minimum चाहिए, उसके ऊपर जो आपकी श्रद्धा. That's it, guys. I am getting मैं जरा अपना साइट खोल लूं and see how many of you. Just a minute. मैं and we have a lot to learn. अभी बहुत सारा सीखने को है. I'm already getting some Google pays, and my team will coordinate with you on Monday, confirming your payments. To pay on the website, you will have to first do a free registration. You'll have to first do a free registration, and the best is you go on the. This is the preferred mode for me because it is very easy for us to give you the sessions in the morning. Okay, so here, let's see here on this one. This is देखिए अब मैं अपनी काउंटिंग कर रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे मैं अपना मैथ्स बैठा रहा हूँ. 86 लोग हैं अभी यहाँ पे. ओके, 86, 81 बचे हैं अभी. 81 लोग हैं, 86 थे अभी, 81 बचे हैं. और मेरे पास ये अभी I've got Boris, I've received your 59 rupees. Chetna Singh, thank you very much for paying 708 rupees. Nasir, thank you very much for paying 708 rupees. Pradeep Singh, Pradeep Gopinar, thank you very much for paying 708 rupees. Praveen Bengi, 59 rupees. This is Google Pay. Let me open now the phone pay. Thank you, Upendra Gupta, for paying 59 rupees. Thank you, Akshay Mahapatra, for paying 59 rupees here. And on my YouTube, because that's where most people would have paid, I'll just go here and check out my YouTube studio. And here I have roughly about four. I've received from about 18 people so far. I've received to about 18 people so far. So I'll expect more, guys. ये 59 रुपीज मैं आपसे हक से मांग रहा हूँ. ये रिक्वेस्ट नहीं है, मैं हक से मांग रहा हूँ उन 200 वुमेन रिक्शा वालों के लिए जो सुबह से शाम तक 200 किलोमीटर रिक्शा चलाती है और अपने घर वालों को ध्यान रखती है. तो ये सेशन खत्म होते होते यदि आपने कम से कम 59 रुपीज इन वुमेन रिक्शा वालों के लिए नहीं दिए तो मुझे रुपया मत देना, मुझे चलेगा, इनको जरूर देना और हर महीने देना. Okay, guys, let's go back to our topic. Here we had a lot of queries on this one. So, queries, there were a few queries. I'll take them. What are your friends in the stock market? Your friends in the stock market are balance sheet, technical chart, and risk management. Balance sheet will tell you what to buy and what to sell. Technical chart will tell you when to buy and when to sell. And risk management will tell you, how much to buy and how much to. And there are mainly 4 or 5 markets that you will be trading. The first, of course, is stock market with about 8,000 stocks. This is mostly useful for portfolio building. Now, there are 4 types of tradings you can. First is intraday trading. Like most professional traders, they are aggressive intraday traders. I'm an aggressive intraday trader. So first is intraday trading. What is intraday trading? A single form of trading. Let's start with an IT company. नासिर ने पूछा से एक IT company के बारे में हम जो देखते हैं. So let's pick. Nasir, tell me an IT company of your choice. आपकी Rajan say what is the affiliate promo code? No, don't write anything on the affiliate. Nasir say Infosys. Let's learn about Infosys. Infosys के बारे में हम लोग सीखते हैं. First thing is the management, which we already know is fantastic. Then I go here on Infosys and I check out Infosys on a few fundamental criteria. Pick up here. I go to Infosys Limited. So I see it is a blue chip large cap company with a P of about 36 and a very high Altman Z score and a lot of cash flow into this. The first thing that is worrying me into this company is the sales growth. Sales growth is not as good as it was. Sales growth is not as good as it was. And even though last 1 year the returns were 38 years, historically it is giving about 16-17% a year returns. So Infosys is not what it was. Is not what it was. So, but So for a portfolio, I'll not even look at it. Portfolio के मेरे पास इससे 10 गुना अच्छी कंपनी है. So for building a stock portfolio, this is useless. But where can Infosys be of use? Now, let's use Infosys to understand the products of the market, which are stocks, futures, and options. यहाँ पे stocks, futures, and options. 59 rupees दिए बिना नहीं जाना, please. देना ही है, please, please. So here, move here. The way human beings are born, they grow up, they mature, they become old, and they die. Same happen for companies. Companies have average life of 50, 60 years. Go back and check the company that were in 1960s. उनमें से 90% अब नहीं है. So every company has got a life cycle. Now, if I go to Infosys, this is Infosys, and if you will see, Infosys accept this growth that if I take away this one, the growth of Infosys was becoming subdued. It was not very growing till the COVID phenomena गया. और कोविड में तो हर आईटी कंपनी ऊपर गई. हर आईटी कंपनी कोविड में ऊपर गई. सचिन सोमानी से पेड 1180 on Paytm. चेक कर लेता हूँ सचिन, एक मिनट. Yeah, Sachin, I have received your 1180. Thank you very much. I've also received money from Jyoti Kalantri. Thank you, Jyoti. I have, these are the other 3 donations that have come now. तो मेरा टारगेट कम से कम 50 लोग तो आज, जब तक 50 लोग मुझे नहीं दे देंगे, मैं सेशन ही बंद नहीं करूंगा आज. 50 तो कम से कम लगेंगे. And I've got one more now. Yeah, 1180 from Sachin. And in the Paytm, just a minute. Okay, thank you, Mohit Agarwal, for paying the 59 rupees on Paytm. Thank you, Manoj Handa. Thank you, Parag, for your 59 rupees. Thank you, Anil Modi, for 708 rupees. अनिल मोदी, तुमसे तो मैं कितने और लूंगा पता नहीं. तुमने क्या किया मेरे साथ. अभी तुम अनिल मोदी के नाम से आ गए, मैंने आलोक मोदी का गड़बड़ कर दिया. Then thank you, Murshad Nemchand Vora, and thank you, Sachin Soni, for 1180. Thank you, Upendra का पहले आ गया. So my figure is close to about 32 now. 18 लोग आ रहे हैं. 18 more and the target will be achieved. 18 और. And you can freely pass this. Now, let's understand with Infosys how you can make 50,000 rupees per month. How many of you are interested in knowing how with Infosys you can make 50,000 rupees a month without buying Infosys stock? Gyansham Sharma say 59 paid on your cell number from Palavilla City, Dombivali. बराबर है? Perfect. 50,000 रुपए महीना Infosys से कैसे कमाएंगे? Infosys का स्टॉक खरीदे बिना. नासिर, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड? नासिक को ना मुझे स्टॉक मार्केट में लाना पड़ेगा. वो बिल्कुल प्रोफेशनल है स्टॉक मार्केट. ये देखो नासिर का जैसा है, दोस्त का जैसा है. Now let's go here. Let's understand a very basic concept of the stock market. Let's use Infosys as a base here. Now, if we are going, first of all, there is a concept called ATR, average true range. Average true range. There's a concept called TR. What is TR? True range. Let me add into this study. Add study. And we are going a little deeper now. मैं थोड़ा basic से थोड़ा और deep जा रहा हूँ. It's called average true range. Mohammed Hussain says paid 59 through GPay. Thank you, Mohammed. जैसे जैसे आप पे करते जाओ मुझे बताते जाओ, मैं नंबर यहाँ 33 हो गया, मैं इधर लिख ही लेता हूँ 33। जब तक 50 नहीं होगा मैं नहीं छोड़ने वाला हूँ, मैं इधर ही रहने वाला हूँ। उन रिक्शे वालों को बहुत जरूरत है। यस, नाउ 33, 17 मोर टू गो। जैसे ही आप पे करें मुझे बताएं, अपने दोस्त से पे करवाइए, पड़ोसी के पास दे जाइए। आई फाइन, एब्सोल्युटली। नाउ हियर ATR, आई एम एडिंग ATR है। ये बेस का, यदि आपको स्टॉक मार्केट में काम करना है, ये उसका सबसे बेस कंसेप्ट है। श्वेता से पेड ऑन यूट्यूब, थैंक यू श्वेता। एंड यूट्यूब पे भी अभी मेरे काफी बढ़ गए हैं। जस्ट अ मिनट, आई जस्ट चेक आउट ऑन यूट्यूब। यस, अबाउट 8 मोर हैव कम ऑन यूट्यूब. I've got somebody from Gadgets and Gizmos. Thank you, Ravi Maurya. Thank you, Sembian Rajesh. So, see, I can see it here on this one that comes. Then Mukesh Kumar. Thank you, Shweta. I think that is Shweta Praraj. Thank you, SRK Srinivasan. Thank you, Aranya Shah. Thank you, Jagnam Elvis. Thank you, Rajiv Kumar. Thank you, Manjuna. Thank you, Chandan Chakravarti. So I think I'm touching around 42 now. 42. 8 और 8 more, universe is happy. In fact, यूनिवर्स जिंदगी में हर एक को हक है। मैं आपको एक छोटी सी चीज बताता हूँ। मतलब मेरे बेटे ने तो मुझे बोला, पापा आप अपने आप को सेक्रेटरीज को दिखाओ। हमारे यहाँ थोड़ा सा रॉयल्स में चूहों का मैनेज हो रखा है पिछले कुछ 3-4, एंड वी हैड, बिकॉज इट वाज नॉट नियर अस, तो अभी कुछ 10-12 दिन पहले हमारे घर में एक चूहा आ गया और ऊपर हमारे फॉल सीलिंग में घूम रहा था। एंड आई डोंट बिलीव इन किलिंग एनिमल्स। सो वो हमारे नौकर ने बोला कि भाई इसमें वो लगा देते हैं हम, एक जहर जिससे मर जाएगा। मैं कहा नहीं, पकड़ना है इसको। तो वी पुट दिस रैट ट्रैप एंड इट वाज रियली इंटेलिजेंट माउस. 2 times he went inside, took the cheese and went away. Third time it got caught. तो उसको छोड़ने से पहले उसके साथ का मेरा कॉन्वर्सेशन मैंने रिकॉर्ड किया और वो मैं आपको सुनाता हूँ. दिस इज द कॉन्वर्सेशन. आ जाएगा तो मैं तेरे को नीचे छोड़ के आऊंगा अभी. और तो है इंटेलिजेंट. तुम्हें 2 बार चीज खा लिया और तीसरी बार में पकड़ा गया. So I pray that in your next life you become an evolved human being. Guys, I love you. मैं तेरा नाम रखता हूँ. तेरा नाम है बंटी. You are Bunty. You are not only Bunty, you are an intelligent Bunty. Bye. Thank you for visiting my house. Ganpati Bappa Moria. So that was Bunty, guys. And now, these days in my house, I've got Rahul. There's one more, mouse that is there now, and it's almost become my pet. मैं सुबह जब 4 बजे के आसपास आज उठा तो वो साहब घूम रहे थे. तो अभी जहां जहां मैं घर में घूमता हूँ वो तो फॉल सीलिंग में उधर घूमता है. So, everything has consciousness, guys. You can talk to trees, you can talk to mouse, you can talk to dogs, you can talk to human beings. सब में consciousness है. And money is only a medium of exchange. याद रखिए, पैसा सिर्फ एक जरिया है. आज हम गरीब हैं, अगले में अमीर होंगे. आज हम अमीर हैं, अगले में गरीब होंगे. It is only a cycle. The way stock market has a cycle, similarly our life is also only a cycle. Okay, let's go back to Infosys now. I'm always reaching my target. 47 आ गया. 3 more. Ketki Saraf has put 708 rupees. 3 more are left and we'll touch our 50 in a 86 people, and that would be a hit rate of more than 50%. Amazing, guys. Thank you very much. Now here, Infosys, let's go to Infosys here and add a study called ATR in this, average true range. Okay. Apply. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस कंसेप्ट. ये कंसेप्ट से आपको स्टॉक मार्केट में एंट्री मिल जाती है. नाउ शो डेटा. Now this is a monthly chart. Now monthly chart means every candle is representing 1 month. Every candle is representing 1 month. This is a bar chart. What is a bar chart? Each there are 4 prices that need to be understood on the chart: opening price, closing price, high price, and low price. And when I join the opening and the closing price, it creates a body. And now here in this, we know Infosys moves 148 rupees per month. The movement of Infosys is 148 rupees per month. In a week, Infosys moves 91 rupees. And in a day, Infosys moves 31 rupees. So let's write down these figures. ये फिगर हम लिख लेते हैं. Monthly ATR 148, 148, 91, 31. Roughly, I'm putting it here. 150, 90, 30. I'm using round numbers. So these are the 3 movements that are there. 3 ये movements जो हैं. 150 रुपया ये मूव करता है in a month. 90 rupees in a week, 30 rupees in a day. It can be up, it can be down. It can be up, it can be down. Now, there are 3 स्टॉक्स को भी एक बचाएगा. एक बचे, कोई भी एक पे कर दो तो 50 हो जाएगा. सिर्फ एक बचे. Only one. 59 done. Sorry, 49 done. One is left. Let's see who is that one guy who will make the half century. Who is that one guy who will make the half century? एक बचा है सिर्फ. I'm just waiting for that one. मैं इधर रख देता हूँ. जैसी हाफ सेंचुरी होगी तो फिर मैं तालियां बजाऊंगा थोड़ी. Okay, great. Now, there are 3 products you can trade. Most people know only stocks. The first product of the market is a stock. Stock is unidirectional. Stock is unidirectional. Will give profit in up, will give profit in up direction only. Will give profit in up direction only. That's why, most people, they know only stocks. So husband doing trading in the stock market, knowing only stocks. 3:30 the market closes. Husband comes home. Just by looking at the face of the husband, the wife can tell whether the market went up or the market went down. Because this guy knows only stocks. Right? Rama here has done it, sir. Thank you, Rama. So Rama is the one who made a half century. So guys, thank you very much for the support you have given. This is a charity event that we are doing right now. Thanks to my president, Mr. Nasir. And 50 donations have come. And, I am absolutely thankful to all of you. So congratulations to all of you. ये आपका दिल है, बड़ा दिल. ये आपका बड़ा दिल है. इसीलिए मैं आपको एक अपनी खुद की लिखी हुई कविता सुनाने वाला. मैंने अभी कुछ दिन पहले वो साइट पे रखी थी. एंड आई एम ऑल्सो अ वेरी बिग एडमायरर ऑफ ट्री प्लांटेशन. ट्री प्लांटेशन मुझे लगता है बहुत जरूरी है. तो ये कुछ साल पहले मैंने लिखी थी, तो मैं उससे मुझे भी 2 मिनट का ब्रेक मिल जाएगा और आपको मेरी कविता सुनने को मिल जाएगी, और हो सकता है हमारा 50 का 60 भी हो जाए. यू नेवर नो. हियर ऑन दिस कहाँ गया. Yes. Which one is there? This one. So listen to this, guys, and then we will jump a little more. Okay, so that's I wrote it a few years ago. मैंने छोटी सी शीशी में तुलसी का एक पेड़ लगाया, फिर खिड़की के एक कोने पर बड़े प्यार से उसे सजाया। मिट्टी उसमें भर दूंगा और जिंदा रहेगा पानी पर। घर के सारे लोग हंसे थे मेरी इस नादानी पर। तुलसी भी कोई फूल है पगली, मेरे चाचा बोले थे। इसे हटाकर फूल लगा कोई, कहा था मुझसे हौले से। पर थोड़ा सा जिद्दी पर थोड़ा सा जिद्दी हूं मैं, नहीं चला इस कहने पर। तुलसी तो तुलसी है आखिर, सोचा दिल के कोने में। बड़े प्यार से बड़े प्यार से रोज मैं उसको पानी देता रहता था। जब भी मुझको फुर्सत मिलती उसको देखा करता था। वो था मेरा दोस्त, मेरा हमदम और मेरा साथी था। अपने को मैं दिया समझता, शायद वो मेरी बात नहीं। पर एक दिन जब मैं सुबह उठा देखा कि तुलसी झुकी हुई है। प्यार से देखा तो फिर पाया वो दुनिया में कहीं। थोड़े से आंसू थोड़े से आंसू निकले और बड़ी जोर से मैं चिल्लाया, पगले ये तो एक पौधा था, मेरे चाचा ने समझा। पर क्या उसमें जान नहीं जान नहीं थी, वो भी तो कुछ दिन जिंदा था। उस पर लेकिन कोई न रोया, उसका जीवन क्या जीवन न था। अगर वो आदम होता तो क्या क्या तुम उसको नहीं जलाते? उसके फूल इकट्ठा करके तुम गंगा में नहीं बहाते? मेरी तुलसी नहीं है केवल, और ही कितने पेड़ सामने। नहीं नहीं, उनको मत काटो, सब कुछ है अब तेरे हाथ में। ये है तेरे दोस्त, तेरे हमदम और तेरे साथी हैं। अपने को जो दिया समझ, शायद ये तेरी बात है। Okay, guys. So that was a poem specially written for the conservation of our forests. Great. Thank you very much for your kind words, guys. आपने मुझे पैसे भी दिए, आपने मुझे प्यार भी दिया। So यही होता है. This is how it goes, and everything online. See, the whole world has gone online. And अभी तो मेरी तो जिंदगी बदल गई. मैंने अभी डॉक्टर मोदी ने पे कर दिया अभी. डॉक्टर आलोक मोदी का 59 रुपीज आ गया. थैंक यू आलोक. एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली. सो डॉक्टर साहब, आई मिस यू. भाई अल्पा, डॉक्टर साहब को बोल दीजिए मैंने उनको इन सेशन में बहुत मिस किया. मैंने उनको बहुत ढूंढा. But I'm sure he would be very busy helping somebody. He's an amazing doctor. Okay, now let's go back here. वापस जाते हैं. Now, the first is stock. Unidirectional will give you profit in one direction. What is stock primarily used for? Stock is primarily used for building portfolio. जब आपको लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो बिल्ड करना है तो आप स्टॉक यूज करते हैं, बिकॉज ये इट इज ओनली वन डायरेक्शन. नीचे के डायरेक्शन में ये बेकार है. देन सेकेंड प्रोडक्ट इज कॉल्ड फ्यूचर. इनफैक्ट आपकी ट्रेडिंग की जर्नी यहां से शुरू होती है. कॉल्ड फ्यूचर. Future is bidirectional. Future is bidirectional, will give profit in up and down direction. Will give profit in up and down direction. Shailesh Deshpande से Google paid. Thank you Shailesh, so nice of you. ये आया एक शैलेश का 54 हो गया. 6 और बचे हैं तो 60 हो जाएगा. आज तो मजा आ गया. So future bidder will give profit in up and down direction, and then the product. This is the product. It's called option. I'm an options trader. Option is a tri-directional product. Tri-directional product will give money in up, down, and sideways direction. In stocks and futures, you make money only with direction, either up or down, you pay in direction. And in option, you make money from three things. You make money from direction, from time decay, and volatility. In fact, my favorite trades are where I create a directional neutral trade where I neutralize the direction. Means it doesn't matter whether the market goes up or down. I'm only interested in the 4%. That I, for example, like there's a strategy on which I regularly put about a crore of rupees. एक crore उस पे पड़ा ही होता है हमेशा. And that gives on an average about 3% per month. 3% per month वो देती ही देती. So on a crore of rupees, if you get 3 lakh rupees per month without a problem, tell me honestly, how many of you are, बहुत सारे तो estate में ही हैं, how many of you have properties that you have given on rent? Properties costing more than 2 crore rupees and rent less than 50,000 rupees per month. How many of you are there? You have properties where the cost of the property is more than 2 crore rupees and rental is very bad, 50, 60,000 rupees. It's a very common story. In fact, real estate as an asset class is, no, this अभी देखो ये वाला सवाल, यहाँ ये मैं इसी सवाल का तो इंतजार कर रहा था कि कब मुझसे गोपाल जी ये सवाल पूछेंगे. गोपाल लिंगम इज 3% एश्योर्ड. यहीं पे मर जाते हैं हम लोग. When you give your admission to a child in kindergarten, is the job assured? Gopal Lingam, is the job assured? The answer is no. So what do you send him for? Now, ये नहीं बहुत important. इसको hit करते हैं, इसी को hit करते हैं. When we are born, how many skills are we born with? When we are born, how many skills are we born with? Zero. We are all born with zero skills. Then we gather skills. Skill of walking, talking, socializing, riding a bicycle, driving a car, going to school, skill of reading, writing, and professional skills like becoming a doctor or an engineer. So, in fact, the first 25 years of our life, we only spend in gathering skills, and the rest of our life, we utilize those skills. So, what does a skill do? A skill neutralizes the risk. Get it right. स्किल का पर्पस है रिस्क को न्यूट्रलाइज करना. रिस्क कभी खत्म नहीं होता है, वो सिर्फ न्यूट्रलाइज होता है. लाइक व्हेन यू वर अ चाइल्ड, यू वर लर्निंग हाउ टू राइड अ बाइसिकल. स्टार्ट में आप गिरे भी होंगे. सो व्हाट इज द बेसिक फॉर्मूला ऑफ, मतलब उसकी फिजिक्स क्या है साइकिल चलाने की? यू हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू बैलेंस द सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी. द मोमेंट यू लर्न हाउ टू बैलेंस द सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी, योर साइकिल विल बी ऑन. And even after 20 years, if you have not ridden a bicycle and I give it to you, you still ride it because you have it on the level of a skill. What is a skill? When it goes on your subconscious level. When it goes on your subconscious level. So, like for example, in the medical profession, let's a few doctors here in a medical profession. स्टार्ट में मुझे पता नहीं कितना सही है, मेरे कुछ मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स मुझे बताते हैं, डॉक्टर स्टूडेंट्स हैं मेरे काफी. So they say in the first 1 year, in the medical college, they don't give them live bodies to experiment with. They only give them dead bodies to experiment with, because without a skill, he will convert the live body into a fill in the blanks, into a. It's exactly the same here. Don't look for guarantees. जिंदगी में गारंटी होती ही नहीं. जिसने गारंटी ढूंढी, उसने अपनी ग्रोथ रोक दी. मैं जिंदगी में चाहता हूं कि मुझे कभी कोई गारंटी ना मिले. The only way you can grow as a human being, as a professional, is if you are always on your toes and you are continuously gathering skills. Forget the word, you know, is it guaranteed? What is the word? Word heck. वरना हम as a professional survive नहीं कर पाएंगे. It is called high probability. When your probability of success becomes higher than your probability of loss, और ये एक base principle है जिसको हम समझ लें. Now, let's check out. You take two trades. Now, there's a concept called RR ratio. RR ratio. इसके बिना स्टॉक मार्केट शुरू नहीं हुआ. आप ऑप्शंस में तो इसके बिना घुस ही नहीं सकते. RR ratio. RR ratio says your planned profit in any trade should be minimum 2 times that of your planned loss. यदि ये ऑड्स आपके फेवर में नहीं है तो आपको एक भी रुपया मार्केट में नहीं डालना चाहिए. बिकॉज इन स्टॉक मार्केट योर रिस्क स्टार्ट्स आफ्टर यू एंटर, नॉट बिफोर दैट. और एक बार आपने पैसा मार्केट को दे दिया, आपने अपने हाथ काट के मार्केट को दे दिया. आफ्टर दैट योर कंट्रोल ओवर दैट मनी इज जीरो. आई रिपीट, your control over that money, which is your money you have given to the market, is zero. Zero. So what are you doing? You are doing, enhancing your probability above 70%. If I take 10 trades, out of which 5 go in profit, 5 go in loss. But every time I make a profit, I make 2 rupees. But every time I make a loss, I lose 1 rupees. By the end of those 10 trades, will I be in profit or will I be in loss? Nasi se 590 paid by Anil Gidwani, who is the newest member. Thank you, Anil. Well, I would like to clap, guys, for all of you who have paid today. So this is a very small step. Lekin the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a small step. You have started your journey, and the next अभी एक और चीज मांगनी है आपसे, और वो मैं अगली बार मांगूंगा. दैट इज कॉल an hour a month, but not today. Yeah, profit will be 5 rupees. So you are going to go into a skill building mode here. But today RR ratio is not what we are going into. Option tri-directional will give money in up, down, and sideways direction. Up, down, and sideways direction. Now, let's go to Infosys and understand the possibilities of profit. The possibilities of profit. If you'll go on my website here, there's a section called Best Trades. There's a section called Best Trades. And these are the people who are trained under me for many years now. सालों से कुछ 5,500 लोग train हुए हैं. Or I run a course which is a lifetime of a course. So this is the money. 1,87,000 rupees in a day. 94,000 rupees in a day. And I put ledgers here. I screenshot laga deta hu on this one here. These guys, what people see, like this person is from Pune. You say, oh, fantastic. 2,07,000 rupees in a single day. ये तो मेरी salary से भी ज़्यादा है. But what they don't know is the kind of hard work he has put into learning. He has slogged for 4 years to become this way. It's a profession like any other profession. In fact, I have 2 books. One book is published already. Stock Market Trading Rules by Yogeshwar. That is a published book on Amazon. So anybody who wants, he can. There's a book I've already published, and one book is in the proofreading stage. And I'm very thankful to Rama, who has agreed to proofread it for me. I can show you the cover of that. Give me 1 minute. I have 4 screens, guys. 4 screen hai. हर एक पे अलग चीज चल रही है. This is my new book, which will be published by the end of February, guys. This book will be published. It says stock market as a career option. I firmly believe this is very much a career option, which somebody can pursue provided he's willing to work hard for almost a year. So this book of mine will come in the market. And the first one was only electronic edition. This will be a physical book also, and this will also be a electronic book. So दोनों copies इसमें available होंगे. मेरे जितने भी रोटरी क्लब के members हैं उन सबको ये किताब की physical copy complimentary free मिलने वाली. So all my members who are part of my club will get this as a complimentary copy. बाहर के लोगों को खरीदनी पड़ेगी. So here on this one. Now, अब I want your undivided attention. मुझे अगले 10 मिनट में आपका undivided attention चाहिए. आपके मोबाइल्स वगैरह कोने में रख दो. This is an amazing concept. Now here, Infosys. Now let's remember, in a single day, how much does Infosys move? 30 rupees. In a week, how much does it move? 90 rupees. And in a month, how much does it move? 150 rupees. And what is the price of Infosys? 1814. Now let's understand the percentage movements of Infosys. Percentage movements of Infosys. Now, Infosys is 1814, 1814 divided by 100. That means 18 rupees movement is 1% movement. 18 rupees movement is 1% movement on this. So, if it moves about 30 rupees in a day, what is the percentage movement of Infosys per day? Think and tell me. Calculate and tell me. About 1.67%. Excellent. Now, how much does Infosys move in a week? Okay. So you can very easily do 90 divided by 18. 18 fives are 90. 18 fives are 90. That's the table. So about 5% in a week it moves. How much does it move in a month? 150 divided, so about 8%. Excellent, about 8%. So अभी मोटा मोटा दिमाग में ये बिठा लेते हैं कि भाई इन्फोसिस एक दिन में लगभग 2% मूव करता है, कभी 1.5 कभी 2% के आसपास मूव करता है. एक हफ्ते में 5% मूव करता है और एक महीने में लगभग 10% मूव करता है. 2%, 5%, 10%. This is where your derivative trading starts. Now, I go to a different product altogether. मुझे स्टॉक में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं. I go to derivatives and I move into Infosys future. Derivatives are only in 150 stocks. 8,000 stocks में derivatives नहीं होते. They're only in about 150 stocks. Then there are 7 forex pairs. The primary is USD INR pair. Then there are 9 major commodities. We have gold, we have silver, we have crude oil, we have natural gas, and 5 metals. So this is what we normally the futures players work on. Let's say a near expiry futures. This is a future contract. Now Infosys, we can see here, Infosys doesn't have any date in front of you, because when you're buying an Infosys, the minimum you have to buy is 1, and you are a owner of the Infosys share. You are a partner in their company. But when we are coming to the derivative, what is a derivative? Something that is whose value is derived by something else. Now, Let me give few names. One is a gold chain, other is a gold necklace, third is a gold earring, and fourth is a gold bangle. So here the bangle, the necklace, the ring, they are the derivatives. And what are they derived from? Yes, please tell me, what are they derived from? So if the price of the gold will change, the price of the ring will also change. It's the same in derivative. What is a derivative? A speculative contract. The moment you're going into derivatives, you are purely into a field of speculation, a pure speculation, and it will mimic the price of the stock. And what a professional trader looks is the sign there. Now, if I go here on this, and I'll start by looking at the first, this will go till 8:30, guys. 8:30 तक चलेगा, 8 बजे तक तो खत्म नहीं होने वाला है. Is it okay if I carry till 8:30? नहीं, परमिशन होगी तो ही करूंगा, नहीं होगी तो बंद करूंगा. आप लोगों ने इतने प्यार से और रिक्शे वालों के लिए आपने डोनेशन किया तो मेरा तो मन मजा आ गया. Okay, so here Infosys, ठीक है, 8:30 guys, 8:30 is the cutoff time. I will close the session at 8:20 and last 10 minutes I'll keep for question answers. So 8:20 तक session चलेगा और उसके बाद last में 10 मिनट question answer. So Infosys is 1823. Now, if I'm buying Infosys, you see, I have to buy minimum 300 Infosys. मुझे minimum कितने खरीदने हैं? 300. 300 Infosys. Who decides how many? This is called the lot size of the Infosys. If I want to buy the 300 Infosys in the market here, 1814 into 300, it will cost me 5,44,000. यदि stocks में मैं 300 Infosys लेने जाऊंगा, so it will cost me 5,44,000. Why? Because I own them. Because I will own them, nobody can force me to sell them. But when I'm buying the same Infosys in the futures market, I don't have to pay 5,44,000. I have to pay only 96,000. Now, why do I pay 96,000? अभी इसका भी लॉजिक समझ लेते हैं. जब आप घर खरीदते हो, मान लो एक सोसाइटी में घर 5 करोड़ रुपए का है, and you go to buy it, तो आपको पूरा 5 करोड़ देना पड़ेगा, because you become the owner of the house. But you know, if you are giving it on rent, so the rent will be very less. Like I bought this house just now for 6 crores and I've just now given it on rent. Rent is 92,000 rupees a month. Why is rent less? Why is rent less? Because the period is less. Because that guy doesn't own the stock. He can own it only for a limited period of time. So stock you own for a limitless period of time. Till the time the company doesn't close, you own it. But a future or an option you own for a very limited period of time. That's why you pay only margin money here. आपको ये margin money देनी है, and that's why a magic happens here. With the 96,000 rupees, how much of the value am I controlling? Yes, who will tell me? How much of the value am I controlling? Yes, I'll take a small break at a 7:50. 10 minute का break लूंगा, and then I will. 5,44,000. Very good, Sudhir Mandal. Excellent. Now, here comes a concept called leverage. Divided by 96,703. Means the leverage component here is 5.6. Now, this is the concept. Now, which means if Infosys will move 1% in your favor, you will make 5.6% profit. But if it will move 1% against you, you will make 5.6%. That means the rate at which you will lose or make money is multiplied 5.6 times. आपकी गाड़ी 5.6 times faster होगी. 5.6 times faster. And now let's calculate 96,000. एक दिन में इन्फोसिस कितना मूव कर रहा है? अभी यहां रखते हैं. What is the per day movement of Infosys? 3 rupees. What is the lot size of Infosys? 300. What is the potential profit of Infosys in a single day? On a 96,000 rupees of capital, 9,000 rupees. Infosys, on a very, if you are become an expert, you will make 9,000 rupees per day. कोई भी 9,000 नहीं बनाता है. You target to catch 50% of the move. A professional trader targets to catch 50% of the move. That means 9,000 by 2 is equal to, Infosys can easily give you 4,500 rupees in a day if you know your technical analysis properly. Now, in a week, how much can Infosys give you? 90 into 300. How much is the figure? This is 27,000 divided by 2. We are talking about 36,500 in a week. And if you hold it, if you can catch the whole move in a month, it is 150 into 300 is equal to, which is that is close to about 45,000 rupees. That is 45,000 rupees divided by is equal to how much? That is about 22,500. And let's see, with the same 5,44,000 that you would have put there, how many contract? If one contract is 96,000 rupees, if one contract is, this should be 13,500. Thank you for correcting me, my friend. Upendra, thank you very much. Barabar. Yes, I am. So now here, 5,44,000 rupees you had for 300. आपको उसमें से दिया आपने. So how many contracts can you buy? कितने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आप खरीद सकते हो उस 5 लाख रुपए में? Let's see who gives me the correct answer. 5 contract. Very good, Manoj. क्या बात है. So 5 contracts. So what is the potential profit you can make from Infosys on that 5 lakh rupees? Is, so the potential on your 5 lakh rupees in a month on Infosys future with only a 50% catch moving, it will be 22,500 into 5. How much is this roughly? That is 22,500 into 5. I'm talking of 1,12,000. 1,12,500. और मैं एज्यूम करता हूं कि आप इसमें भी आधे टाइम गलत हो जाएंगे. यहाँ भी कुछ ना कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो ही जाएगी. मार्केट आपके हिसाब से चलेगा नहीं, कभी लॉस थोड़ा हो जाएगा, तो इसको भी 2 से डिवाइड कर देते हैं. How much are we talking about? Divided by 2. 56,250 rupees. 56,250 rupees per month. Got it? Infosys, just by being right 25% of the time, just by being right 20, I'm not talking 100%, I'm not talking 70%, I'm talking 25%, 30%, if you are able to catch the move. This is the potential in Infosys per month. You can specialize in Infosys and do nothing but Infosys. I have one of my traders who only trades natural gas. सिर्फ natural gas trade करता है, and he makes a lot of money. He's a specialist. You can either become a specialist who's a specialist who trades 3-4 stock trade करता है. He knows them like the back of their hand. So ये कंसेप्ट में प्लीज गिव योरसेल्फ मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 10. आप खुद को 10 में से कितने मार्क्स देंगे ये कंसेप्ट को समझने में. ओके, सो दैट इज द मार्क्स आई एम सीइंग. सो लेट्स देख लेते हैं किसने अपने आप को कितने मार्क्स दिए. उपेंद्र ने बोला पूरा समझ में आ गया, सुधीर को 8, राजन को 6, प्रवीण बोलता है 2. 2 तो बहुत है प्रवीण, ये 2 तो बहुत होते हैं स्टार्ट में. 9, 9, 8, 8. Praveen say want to learn more, of course. 8, 8. Vivek Metkar, Deepthi Pandit, 5. Yeah, say I love the honesty, guys. Vivek Metkar, 8. Sunil Kumar Chaudhary, 4. हमारे प्रेसिडेंट साहब किधर गए? नासिर, हाउ मेनी? तुम किसी दूसरे ग्रुप में कुछ थोड़ा कर रहे हो तो आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क नासिर, व्हाट, हाउ मेनी? 8. क्या बात है, मुझे पहले ही पता था नासिर सबसे ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है, इसीलिए तो हमारा प्रेसिडेंट. वी हैव वंडरफुल प्रेसिडेंट, गाइस. All of us from the club, can we have a big round of applause from our president? A clap, clap on the chat box. Please write in the chat box, clap, clap for a wonderful president that we have. Clap, clap for Nasir. That's my clap, clap for our wonderful president. Great. So that's it on this side here. This is the calculation. You can take a screenshot if you want. एक screenshot ले लीजिए, तो आपको ये concept याद रहेगा, क्योंकि यहीं से बेस शुरू होता है, यहीं से बेस शुरू होता है. This is fine. So that was the base. अभी इसका बाप क्या है? Sorry for the language, पर उसी में समझ में आता है. ऑप्शंस, इसको समझ डाला तो जिंदगी झिंगर लाला. ऑप्शन को समझ डाला तो लाइफ झिंगर लाला. What is the success rate in options of people? 5%. 95% lose money. 95% lose money. Because it is a very difficult product to understand. It looks surprisingly easy. Options is like marriage. When you go into it, you are so excited. And when you are into it, well, let me not talk about it. So options is like marriage. Absolutely fulfilling if you get the necessary skill, and an absolute pain if you are not able to handle it. अभी समझ में आया options का? The challenge of option, I call this the challenge of options. मेरे 5,500, मेरा एक कोर्स होता है एडवांस ऑप्शंस का कोर्स. उसमें I give an entry only if in my entrance test an existing student scores 90%. And out of the 5,500 students who have passed out so far in the last 11 years, only 700 of students have been able to crack that test. But out of those students, there are so many who don't do a job anymore. So, the level, you should work very hard for 2-3 years into this field, develop the necessary skill, the necessary money, When should you leave your job? When for one full year you are making more money in the stock market than you make from in your job. Then you can go into your boss's cabin, smile at him, look closely into his eyes, and he says, "Sir, I fire you." That's what I did. I fire you. Why should your boss fire you? कभी ऐसा भी तो होना चाहिए ना, आप अपने बॉस के पास जाओ, बोलो, "Sir, I fire you." How many of you would like to reach that stage where you go to your boss and say, "I fire you"? Honestly, बताओ, कितने लोग हैं जो इस स्टेज पे पहुंचना चाहेंगे? लेकिन don't be in a hurry, है? Don't be in a hurry. You know, when will stock market become a serious thing for you? Stock market will become a serious thing for you when you will attach some of your expenses to it. Now, एक psychological पहलू पे बात करते हैं. When you will attach some of your expenses with you. Why is your salary so important? Your salary is so important because every expense of yours is linked to it. Whether it is your children's education or your grocery or your travel or your entertainment or your vacation, everything is linked to it. So start by linking some of the expense of your house to the stock market profits. That's when it has to become a connect. And start with small things first. You say, I'll not buy that, thing till the time I get profits from the stock market. I will not go for that vacation till the time I get profit from the stock market. पर कॉमन सेंस भी यूज करना, ऐसे नहीं बोलना बिजली का बिल तब तक नहीं भरूंगा जब तक. टेक केयर. But stock market as a profession, if you want to practice, the first rule is some of the expenses of your houses should be linked to the profits from the stock market. And let's talk about the 9 dimensions of the stock market. Till 8:20, I'll keep this session. I can at the most introduce you to them. They are very big. Like each dimension will take about 2 months to learn. हर dimension में लगभग 2 महीना लगेगा सीखने में, उसको पूरा master करने में. But let's look at the first two and the three, like price, fundamental technical mismatch, and a candlestick pattern. Now, let's look at the price as a first dimension of the market. Bhav Bhagwan. That's what we say. Are all of you there, guys? Everybody is there? Rajan said paying 708 offline. So, absolutely. Thank you. So let's understand a little on this. The price. And this time, let me go to a different and another very popular stock called Reliance. How many of you have got Reliance Industries in your portfolio? कितने लोगों के portfolio में Reliance Industry है? Few of you have it. Why do you have it? Most people won't have an idea. अच्छी कंपनी है, बहुत बड़ी कंपनी. So let's check out Reliance. Now we looked up at the balance sheet of Reliance. The balance sheet of Reliance, guys, compared to its P ratio, is it strong or weak? Yes, guys. The Reliance Industries, is it strong or weak compared to the P and the profits? Weak, very weak, actually. So let's pick up a very simple parameter here. And let's introduce a very simple technical tool. There are hundreds of technical tools that you will have to master. If I go here and I add tools, so these are all the technical tools. इसमें तो फिर भी 15-20 हैं. So then I use other sites where there are about 100 technical tools. Let's do a very simple one called a moving average, just to understand it. And in a week, how many trading days are there? 5. In a month, how many of they are there? 20. So in a year, how many trading days will be there? About 250. If I put 250 here on daily chart, this is the yearly trend line I'll be creating. This is the yearly trend line I'll be creating. Price works on the principle of a pendulum. Price works on the principle of a pendulum. What does the pendulum does? Understand the principle of pendulum. This is a pendulum. That's a pendulum. What is a pendulum doing? Let's pick up any pendulum. This is a pendulum. This is the pivot of the pendulum, the central balancing point of the pendulum, जहां पे वो eventually आके रुक जाए. When the pendulum is moving from here to here, the kinetic energy is getting converted into potential energy, basic physics. And after some time, because of the gravity, the friction, and other forces, it cannot go further up and will start coming down. And the potential energy gets converted back into kinetic energy. Then here, again go on the other side, and eventually this is there. That will go. It's the same principle on which a price operates already. You can understand, but you have to understand it from various methods. I'm using one of the most simple ones, which is the, let's see, let's go back and see what is the price doing. Let's call this line as a balance line. This is a balance line. Balance line. In fact, balance line. The balance line that I have. Now here in this one, let's see what is Reliance doing. Pick up here. When it goes far away from the balance line, so on this side, same principle, kinetic energy converting into potential energy, and at one point, it becomes so much imbalanced, it will come down. And this is exactly what it's doing. अब यहाँ पे, this is a classic type. यहाँ पे मुकेश भाई अपनी कंपनियां बेच रहे हैं. याद है? What was their slogan about 2 years ago? We want to create a debt-free company. मैंने उससे अच्छी मार्केटिंग नहीं देखी आज कि उधार की कंपनी, डेट ही डेट है. जियो ने उनको मार डाला. They had to sell parts of their company to become debt-free. Otherwise, he would have become another Anil Ambani. And yeah, here he sold a majority of the shares. You see, what is the price doing in Reliance? This is COVID here now. Look at here. This is Reliance. We are looking around at this place. And 2 times it has already touched below. In fact, such a simple trade. I can gift you this trade today if you know how to trade futures. Lot size of Reliance is 250. I will enter Reliance here, short, with a strict stop loss on this swing high on this level, and for a target of 2,200 rupees. And I will not use a stop loss as a tool. A stop loss as a tool is useless because everybody knows your stop loss. अभी लोगों को लगता है मैंने स्टॉप लॉस लगा दिया तो मेरी प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी है, मुझे पता है मेरा स्टॉप लॉस किधर लगा. Stop loss, the bots and the algos, they're designed to eat your stop losses. So, how many of you have faced this problem कि आपने stop loss लगाया, market ने उसको hit किया, फिर वापस घूम गई आपका stop loss hit करने के बाद. Has any of you faced that problem? It's a very common problem. So, stop loss as a tool is useless. You have to use options. Options can create magic in your future trades. So, here in this one, what would be the capital required? Here I'll use a strategy called hedging. And the capital required would be about 20,000 rupees per lot. 20,000 rupees per lot. That means in a lakh of rupees, you can buy about 5 lots. And if it reaches your target, the potential profit will be 200 into 250 into 5 into 0.2, 50,000. So this is a 50,000 rupees of profit on a lakh rupees of capital with an absolutely no chance of hitting a stop loss because I won't put any. You can make a 50,000 rupees and it might be only in about maybe 1 or 2 months. So this is प्राइस और प्राइस को आपको इतने ज्यादा तरीकों से समझना पड़ेगा और उसी में समय जाता है लाइक द सेम रिलायंस आई टेक इट आउट फ्रॉम हियर नाउ लेट मी पुट अ लिटिल मोर डिफिकल्ट टूल इन दिस add study and I'm using a trend measuring tool here called ADX, average directional index. Now, this one is not as easy as the earlier one. You have to learn how to read this also. Then, another tool which I will prefer to use is another dimension of the market, which is called the option chain. So, this is the option chain of Reliance, and in fact, I'll use only this tool. So, this tool here is a pure mathematical tool which will tell you what are FIIs and DIIs. इसमें आपका सक्सेस रेट इज ऑलमोस्ट 80-90%. इसको सीखने में आपको 6 महीने जाने वाले, पर इंजीनियर बनने में तो 4 साल लगा, डॉक्टर बनने में 6 साल लगा, हस्बैंड बनने में 25 साल लग गए. So it's worth it. It's worth it. So that is another dimension of the market that we are looking at. So this is the first dimension of the market, which is the price. Second is fundamental technical mismatch. When will you buy a great stock for a portfolio? When the stock is fundamentally very strong, available at a less price. Or for a great short, available at a higher price but fundamentally weak. Candlestick patterns, in fact, I can just give me a minute. Yeah, let me go into Nifty. I'll give you with an example here. This is a typical giveaway market. यहाँ पे around this level is where we exited everything. This was the time when the doodh wala, akhbar wala, and the security guard started entering the stock market. And at this time, the FIIs was selling. See here. Another reason is this is the institutional trading activity. You have to keep an eye on it. Look at this. Now, that's the reason I got out somewhere here. because that is when the selling of the FIIs intensified. Sellings of the FIIs intensified. See, FIIs, the foreign institutional investors, have been selling the Indian market since July 21. They are net sellers in October, net sellers in November, net sellers in December. उन्होंने ऑलरेडी एग्जिट करना शुरू कर दिया. And you have no reason to remain long into this market. यदि एक चीज मुझे अभी आज मैं उसको 100 रुपए पे बेचता हूँ और वही चीज भले ही सोना है, मुझे 70 रुपए में मिलने वाली है, तो why will I sold all my gold at 49,000. So that was almost the peak of gold. Exit is the most important thing, not entry. Entry अभिमन्यु करता है, exit अर्जुन करता है. और जो एंट्री और एग्जिट दोनों को समझ के उसके परे उनको देख पाता है, वो है भगवान श्री कृष्ण. तो पहले अर्जुन पे फोकस करो. अभिमन्यु तो आप बाय डिफॉल्ट हो. किसी ने टिप दी, अभिमन्यु. ये खरीद लो, अभिमन्यु. ये अच्छा लगता है, अभिमन्यु. So those TV guys are making you an Abhimanyu by default. So Abhimanyu is useless. Arjun. So this is the second dimension of the market. Candlestick patterns. Sorry, third dimension. This is where it was. Now this is a classic one. These are gaps called exhaustion gaps. Exhaustion gaps पे market exhaust हो रहा है. And candlestick pattern, there are about 50 candlestick patterns that we have, that we go for. I think I have somewhere it on my. These are all the people who passed out from Pathfinders. There's almost 5,500 people. This is my strategy. These are the strategies that I've worked on for 20 years and made. Many of them are proprietary. And the best one in which I mint money, I don't teach to anybody. I don't teach to anybody. So if we work on this one here, now this one is pure here. Now here, this was the giveaway of the market. Runaway rally by the retail, exhaustion gap, and a candlestick pattern here called a bearish engulf. And then it's moving on, coming down. And this one again is a retracement rally. This is a retracement rally of our uptrend. Let's go to the Fibonacci numbers. So this is the fib level of the market. This is a healthy retracement. I think that's where a good opportunity for buying will start coming, which is at about 14,400 rupees. That's what we are looking for. So this is, yeah. So volume is a very important dimension of the market that you have to open interest. Volatility I talked about, but volatility in multiple terms. I just taught you ATR, but there are many other concepts of volatility that you need to understand. Then momentum. When the smart money starts flowing in, जब smart money flow होनी शुरू होती है, it doesn't care about fundamental and technical, it just flows. And there you don't have to bother about the honesty of the market. ये market honest नहीं होता. There are too much at stake here for it to remain very honest to a fundamental or a technical. You will find those moves which are momentum driven moves. Momentum driven moves. And this, once you understand, then you can, यहाँ पे आप operator से पैसा कमा सकते हो. Like we are continuously making money from Paytm. हम लोग पेटीएम से पिछले 1 महीने से पैसा कमा रहे हैं और अगले 2 महीने तक पैसा कमाएंगे। पेटीएम इज अवर न्यू एटीएम। पेटीएम इज अवर न्यू एटीएम, क्योंकि पेटीएम का जो फेयर वैल्यू है वो 700 रुपया है। पेटीएम आपको 700 रुपये में बहुत जल्दी दिखने वाला है। If you know how to do, you can. There's no future there. There is no option there. You can do margin trading. You can do short against a margin every day in Paytm. Probability of success 80%. Paytm ही नया ATM. Multiple time frame analysis and sector rotation. Market consists of multiple sectors, and money flows from one sector to another sector. On the same day, one sector can be bullish and another sector can be bearish. You see here, market was up, these sectors were bullish, but on the same day, pharma was bearish and auto was. Nasir will talk in person. President को तो मदद करनी ही पड़ेगी. So that's from my side, guys. I hope you like the session, and I pray one day you have a trading room much bigger and better than my trading room. So I really had fun teaching, guys, and what was icing on the cake was the donations that you gave. Do you know, in this class, out of 86 people, 63 people donated. 63. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. And thanks to all of you guys. I hope I did some justice to the 3 hours of your life that you gave me. And I would be more than happy to answer your questions. So, guys, I'm finished with the topic. 10 minutes for question answers. Whatever queries you have, please ask me. Manoj said, please show how Paytm is the new ATM. See, jingle बहुत important होते हैं. How Paytm is the new ATM. ATM. In fact, one of the biggest scams that I saw in this market was, just a minute. अच्छा, मैंने कहीं पोस्ट भी किया है उसको. Wait, ये इसके नीचे ही है. Go for this post. This is an amazing post. ये किधर था? I have a post on this. There's too many posts. It's Murphy's law, na? When you need something at the same time, it will not be. But नहीं मिले मुझे. I would love to show that. Anyway, so let's go here and go to Paytm. अभी हम एक काम करते हैं. Paytm के इस पे जाते हैं. Let's go to the balance sheet of Paytm. Paytm. Now here, Paytm कोई बेसिक टर्म्स में दिखा देता हूं आपको. Operating profit margin for the last 5 years. Zomato. Check out my Facebook page. Check out Zomato on this. You will learn so much about it. इसमें Zomato पे मेरे calculation है. Out. Here it is worth it. एक मिनट ढूंढता हूँ, मिल है इधर किधर. So slow. Give me a minute. I would really like to show that to you. Yeah, here. This is the Zomato story. ये नहीं. जस्ट चेक इट आउट गाइस, ज़ोमैटो स्टोरी मेरी इस पे नीचे किधर है, उसको आप प्लीज़ देख लीजिएगा। यहाँ आते हैं इस पे। लेट्स गो टू द पेटीएम। पेटीएम का कैश फ्लो क्या है? नेगेटिव। 79,841 crores is the market cap. It runs a negative cash flow of 10,000 crores. Interest coverage ratio is -40, means bankruptcy के कगार पे। And नीचे कुछ देखने जैसा नहीं है, so we can put this in the dustbin, everything. और इसमें से स्मार्ट मनी ने निकलना शुरू कर दिया। Smart money has started getting out of it. This is the net profit of Paytm. In 2016, it was making a loss of 1,510 crores. 2017 -880 crores का लॉस था। March 2018 1490 crore loss. March 2019 -3,960 crores. March 2020 -2,833 thousand crores. March 2020 115. जो एंजल इन्वेस्टर होता है ना, उस go and that read the Zomato story of mine, वो कैसे लॉस में से प्रॉफिट कमाते हैं। That is the biggest scam there is, जिसमें पॉलिटिशियन भी इन्वॉल्व है। अभी नया जो फील्ड है करप्शन का, वो स्टॉक मार्केट है, याद रखिएगा। तो बट the good thing is you can understand all this and make money from it. Now this is Paytm. We are short on Paytm. हम लोगों ने Paytm यहां से शॉर्ट करना शुरू किया था हमारे सुबह के ट्रेडिंग रूम में। Roughly this was the level that we were looking at. And we just waited for it to go below the golden Fibonacci ratio. That's where यहाँ से शुरू किया था। We started shorting it from here. रोज सुबह उठते हैं और इसको शॉर्ट कर देते हैं। Now it struggled around this level and it has finally broken the level down. तो यहाँ जितना भी बायर था वो भाग चुका है। There is no buyer. And 1231 to 700 रोज का पैसा है, अगर आपको ट्रेड करना आता है तो है, ऐसे नहीं। बट it is a very specialized form of trading that you can go for. Great guys, so thank you very much. I am open to your questions. तो मनोज, समझ में आ गया पेटीएम नया एटीएम कैसे? Yes guys, queries and questions please. Manoj is very old student, वो बहुत बहुत पहले उसने मेरा कोर्स किया था. He continuously learns. Chandrasekhar say, please opinion on cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is illegal in India. So, and it is so volatile that you will only lose money there. Please stay away from cryptocurrency. Hiral say, how to find real value of stock. You have to learn that, Hiral. सीखना पड़ेगा उसको. Praveen say, I want to learn about options. Please let me know how. Go on my website. There are enough stuff there. Guys, got 2 more minutes, then we will finish. Mallikarjun, what infra required for training, computer and investment? No, you need a computer and an internet connection and a willingness to learn and ability to pay the fees. Charan Mal Agrawal says, okay, I'll put your questions down. I'll remove this now. Sharing here. Okay, and just a minute, so that all of you can see the questions here. So, my son doing CA, what you would advise for him? He completed intermediate. No, like chartered accountants, they will be good with fundamentals. So that's absolutely fine, sir. And I again say, I'll finish with the Rotary part. where I believe that Rotary has been a life-changing event in my life. And I would urge everybody who is not yet a part of Rotary to experience Rotary. In the start, just come as a visitor, see how we work. And, Rotary, once you're Rotary, you become a global citizen. You become a global citizen. And in the end, I'll again share that link, which I would want you guys to share with everybody else. This link. Please share it with as many people as you can. I'm just concluding. I thank very much to my president, Nasir, the team of Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate for giving me this opportunity to be able to present my subject in front. I hope it was useful to you. And stock market is a profession in itself, but you have to come here and learn it. So really, really appreciate. We are very committed to our causes in Rotary. Please come and experience Rotary. And uh, if you have something to give in this world, there is somebody who needs it. So wishing all of you a very good evening, and thank you very much for coming and attending this session. Let's all finish with a prayer, guys. Om Sena Vavtu Sena Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinam Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much, and God bless you.